I'm very glad the audio version included the long two. Anyway, hello. Pay no attention to our Michael Jackson gifts. We are having a fun time pre-recording, pre-mics. So, hi. Welcome to what may be the last episode of The Sprawl. At the very least with these characters. I won't say I won't ever run The Sprawl again, but definitely works for different contexts. Before we go anywhere and do anything which involves a train, I would like to remind you this episode is brought to you by our patrons. Sorry, I had to burp there. That's why I didn't say the names yet. Didn't want to cut myself off. Didn't want to disrespect your names. Like Adam Hart, Plug SG, Call Me Zed, Carlos, Dragon, Buddy Starsberg, Jeremy Vasquez, JDV9000, Just the Face, Sonnet, Joe Sandoval, Starlight, Legendary Boss Hunter, Liam Kester, Regent Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Robin, Sharvor, Sean Pryor, some guy named Bob, and Varian the Crow. If you like what we do and see some more, consider supporting us on Patreon. I had a slight hiccup there in my brain because I was like, my intrusive thoughts decided to be, hey, what if you had like a robot filter when you did this? And I'm like, that's cool, but also I don't have that right now, brain, so that's not helpful.
Fun fact, I'm totally getting a robot filter for Cyborg Claymore. It's going to be great. I've already been looking into it.
That does sound fun.
It does.
Okay, all right. I can close the patron tab forever. No, I'll need it again, but for now, forever. All right, okay. So, it's the action phase. You guys are starting the action phase at 2200.
Yeah.
Because we had a wild time last night.
We had some rolls.
We did some things.
Basically, at this point where you're positioned, you know, as you guys finally settle in for the night and go to ground after all of your nightly chaos in the rail yard. But you know, you've got your cargo container secured. The cargo container that was booked by the client or in the client's name is there. Inside, you have placed, obviously, the package. Which contains documentation, software, and unknown mechanical parts, which are marked with a radiological symbol, and that is as far as Metatron wanted to look.
Yep.
You've also placed the, traveling hard case for Claymore's power armor.
Yep.
You have acquired through beg, borrowing, or stealing, mostly begging and borrowing, 2 pallets of synthetic cocaine, which are labeled as like baking soda. And then they're just like bundled up in, saran wrap and space tape. So, somebody should probably be prepared to fast talk any inspections.
We cover them with a tarp.
Okay, yes, you can scrounge up a tarp. That's fine. Spend a point of... No. You can easily steal a tarp. You're in a rail yard. Talking about begging, borrowing, or stealing. You have... I don't remember exactly. It was a lot of fucking crates of used guns. How many pallets was it? Like 4?
I don't remember.
No,
I don't either.
3 of guns and then 4 of cocaine.
No, it was definitely only 2 of the synth coke. We'll call it 4 of the guns. You have 4 pallets of used firearms, which is a lot, from Hoshiguma, who really needs you to just kick them out the side in the desert somewhere.
Oh, I'm totally going to eat them at something. Or someone.
And keep in mind, like, basically all of them are fucking unloaded, not usable, have been used in ballistics. You do not want to use these guns. They are all hot. Please do not look at the guns. In addition to this, you have also acquired, specifically Odin acquired from a cheap furniture reseller. You've got like a couple of folding card tables,
couches.
Yeah, some couches. So you have a place to basically sit and play cards. So there's, about that much in there. You are aware of some complications on the way.
Like a tank?
Yes, there is a Tsuchigima multipod tank on one of the flatbed cars at the back, presumably associated with the, couple dozen or so Bloody Leaf guys you have, discovered guarding it nonstop and who are going to be on the train. You know that Rio Grande Combine has a couple of cargo cars stuffed with, heavy machinery and tools and stuff, but also packing quite a lot of security. They've got, armed guards and security drones involved. Having a fun time. And you did check your manifest. You are aware that there are going to be at least a couple agents of the Deseret territory on the train, checking to make sure that nothing which is contraband in Deseret is unloaded into Deseret. So you are aware. I think that's all of your prep work time. Other than that, Metatron bought another APC.
Yes.
And hopefully your squad is intended to be pre-screening part of your travel route, which will come sooner rather than later because we all wake up, the following morning, and probably Odin is the point of contact for the job. You are given a call from not from Devin Dikla, but from his senior assistant, soon to be placed in his position if he gets that promotion. Victoria Lestrange, who basically calls you up and is like,
Strange.
Yeah, I talked about her last time,
Mm-hmm.
but none of you wanted to investigate her further. So
I have a concern suddenly.
You
she
think she's
basically
an
calls
evil
up
wizard?
Odin and says, all right, so Devin, sorry, Mr. Dikla wants you to know that there's been a move up of the train scheduling. Apparently, there was a security incident last night that was reported. I'm sure we don't know anything about that, but it does mean that the train will be being assembled this morning, and your travel should be departing at noon sharp. So hopefully you're all prepared for the package delivery.
I believe we'll be fine. Thank you for letting me know.
Mm-hmm. Sure, no problem. Have fun out there, I guess. Click.
Ooh, I will.
Uh,
I know.
I'm glad I wasn't on that call. I would have quips so hard. Ugh.
I just didn't feel like kicking the hornet right now.
All right.
Man,
I'm just not gonna bring it up that it's like I know this happened. I'm just not gonna bring it up. Let's move on.
Man, I'm glad you ain't a doctor. Your bedside manner sucks.
I don't know. I just didn't want to bring up that I knew it was you guys.
No, he was talking about her.
Yeah.
Because her name is Lestrange. She's making a Doctor Strange joke, which you can take multiple ways. Anyway, the train is being assembled, which means you will have to get off of the car for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to, plug it up to those cranes where Claymore punched out that one guy. That does, by the way, mean that at the very least he is found, when morning breaks and they need to start loading trains up.
I didn't kill him. He's A-okay.
Well,
Yes, but he doesn't stay up there for for like a day or two. It's they catch him first thing in the morning when they need the cranes to start moving stuff. So
he's alive.
basically, any of your last minute, we can't really do legwork rolls, but if there is any last minute expenditures of your gear and intel you want to do before you are put on a train, now is your time because basically these cranes are going back and forth, plucking up containers and assembling them in a row, and putting them all in a line.
I would like. Do I want to?
I know we have 2 hold, and I know we have like 2 gear, 4 intel.
Something like that.
We have 5 intel. We have a shit ton of intel.
That
I know we
actually
use one
sounds
of them.
also fine because you guys
Oh.
generate intel like water.
So it doesn't sound like there's anything that we're doing.
No, I wanted to use some intel if you guys are fine with it.
I mean, I don't have a use for it.
So we can use intel to figure stuff out, right?
Yeah, basically, the intel move is reveal knowledge. When you reveal knowledge of your opposition's preparations, dispositions, or environment, describe how you got that information and spend your intel.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm pretty sure we know, but like I'm pretty sure this is a yes, but I just kind of wanted to know the movements of the rustlers in regards to this train and kind of like see an idea of when they're gonna try and ambush. And I found this information out by my gang doing some scouting work in the canyon before this.
That's a pretty good intel spend. Yes. I mean, this should come at no shock, but since you put something there, it appears that the rustlers will attempt to, you know, uh, pinch the car or harass the train, or pinch a car, I should say, or harass the train in the canyon, leaving the Bay Area
Okay.
as you cross into the former Nevada territory. So if you exploit that opportunity, remember you have +1 forward on that.
And I can have like theoretically just because it's been a while since we've done the action part of this as well. Uh, that +1 forward is not restricted to us. Like if my gang were to act on my behalf, would they be able to use the +1 forward?
Yes, you still
Okay,
roll for your gang when you use your move, just that they are part of your, whether
just
you're
making
threatening to
sure.
use force or you're actually using violence, mix it up or play hardball, whatever. You can use your gang basically as your weapon, and you would get your +1 on that because that's to the foreknowledge you're armed with.
Brief question.
Yes.
Can I assign tasks to his gang?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Because it's everyone I assign a task to gains a +1 ongoing. It's just when I plan, it's everyone I assign to.
No, but you can assign a task. I don't think that would make sense, but you can assign a
Yes.
task to me that I can use my gang for.
Yeah, the gang does not necessarily roll, but yes, Dallas is correct. You could give him a task via that way, and that he applies the +1.
All right, so I wanted to give Claymore the task of make sure nothing takes our payload.
Yarp.
For Wolf, it's make sure no one has a chance to take it. Make sure a chance to like get in our car. And for Metatron, make sure no one knew we did this.
Okay. God, I wanted my task to be fly havoc and unleash the dogs of war.
I
Uh,
think you'd enjoy that too much.
yes.
Okay. That'll sell.
Hey, that's everyone.
Okay. Then, as you guys go to the train station from the rail yard, the final question: do you want to start? Keeping in mind you have extra passes for Claymore's tiny blades as well. So they have to figure out where to go. Are you guys going to start your train ride in your cargo car, or are you going to, go to one of the passenger blocks where you guys have seats technically, and start riding in the passenger compartments like normal people?
I have a question.
Yes.
Would weapons be allowed on the train, even for passengers?
Yeah. I mean, anything you've got that
Licenses.
considers legally
Yes.
carried. Yes.
I have a very large magnum.
I mean, it's a little unorthodox, but sure, that's allowed.
Although, if someone were to see it, they probably wouldn't assume it's actually functional because, as I've said before, it is solid gold.
Yeah.
I'll be in the passenger.
But yeah, no, I will be in the passenger car.
Right.
Wait, how close is the passenger car to the cargo area?
You can. I'm gonna assume there's not assigned seating in the passenger seats, so you guys can sit like as
Yeah.
close as you want to the cargo section.
I will be very close to the cargo
I
section because I
believe
gotta
you
be able
guys
to hack
said
into the tent.
you're pretty. Well, that's one of the flatbeds, which is way towards the back of the train, possibly the very back.
Okay, then I will be in our cargo place
Okay.
then.
And you guys, if you want to, because I didn't write it down or take any notes on it, you can, figure it out. But I believe you guys said you wanted your cargo car to be more towards the passenger section. rather than farther at the back.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are
That
probably
sounds
like
great.
1 or 2 boxcars down from the passenger block.
Okay.
Claymore,
fully in the-
where do you want to start the train ride at, and where do you want your little blades?
Hmm. Well, we're only a small gang, so that's like 5 to 10, right? And I probably don't want to stuff them all in our cargo thing, so...
They're like Matryoshka gang.
Yeah, no, yeah, let's not do that. Oh, I didn't actually think about this that hard, because all the other cars are like...
So you got about 12 passenger cars. About 6 of those are just like 64-seater commuter trains. Like you're taking a normal passenger train, or even a little bit like a subway. Though I think they would do like the double rows of seats, not the like hugging the wall kind.
yeah.
So Odin's just posted up and like taking a normal train ride to work. You've got a little overhead compartment, shit like that.
I want to put like... I think I want to put half of them in like the last passenger car.
Right.
And then... and all the ones behind that are cargo. I'm assuming like those are locked and stuff.
Yes, but remember, you guys have passes so that you can go to your car, so you can move through.
Let's go with like I'll have half in the last passenger car. And I'll have the second half patrol between our car and patrol between our car and the passenger cars. And Claymore will post up in our cargo.
All right, so currently in the cargo container is Metatron and Claymore. You've got, about 5 guys from your gang, wandering between car to car. What's their armament level?
Let me double check here.
Yeah, like what's their harm level?
It's not
Just
high.
to see what they're armed with.
It is 2 harm.
Yeah, so probably pistols and knives.
Yep. Their tags are 2 harm, small, loyal, disciplined, 1 armor.
Yeah, so these guys are rolling out in, windbreakers, tack vests, carrying pistols and knives, They are disciplined and loyal, so they're not like starting shit. They're occupying their space. Again, because you guys are kind of like, it's the exact details of your package are not known, but you are known to be subcontractors to Cross Nexus, basically. There are probably like a dozen CN rail police, who would be, codenamed Bears, who are like on board this thing, so they like acknowledge that the little blades are part of your security detail. There's another 5 or so in the last passenger car, probably clustered up in a couple of pairs here and there. And then also that's where Odin is, so that just leaves Wolf. Where would you like to start? Keep in
You
mind
want
there is
me to-
also a lounge car way in the front.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we got towards the front of the passenger area pretty well covered, so I'll probably find a spot to in like the rearmost cargo train, like before the flatbeds. Try to find a spot to hide.
That will put you pretty close to the RGC guys.
RGC.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Rio
mine.
Grande.
Yeah. Would I be closer to the Bloody Leaf guys or the RGC guys?
Let's see. I think I said there's like it's about half flatbeds, so probably closer to the RGC.
Okay. I'll probably just find a spot between like just one of the cargo containers, like between ours and the RGC and the Bloody Leaf. Pretty much just so I can spot if anything starts coming up from the back of the train.
I will warn you against stopping to take a smoke break, like on the back plane of one of these cars, because you are going to be zipping.
Yeah.
And once you guys are all in position, if you guys have any carry-on luggage, like Odin, you can throw it in the, like I said, you got a little overhead rack, minding your own business. And, there's just a little bing bong announcement that gets piped through the PA system over the whole train, the
Now
train will be
departing.
departing shortly. And then, you guys, hear and feel the superconducting electromagnets, fire up.
Ooh.
The car starts levitating, I don't actually know what the distance would be for something advanced like this, but probably like a meter or more. You actually start levitating up off the track. And then, it just starts slowly accelerating out of the city. Before once you clear the city boundaries and you're on the main line, just starts picking up until you are cruising.
Ooh,
When acceleration is done, there is probably another bing bong. You are now free to move about the cabin.
sick.
So I am going to step away for a sec. I'll be right back, and then I'll start throwing train stuff at you.
Oh no.
I have
Please
paused.
do not
the
throw
audio.
trains at us. Those are big and very scary.
Can I throw a train back? Hang on, I'm gonna pause the recording.
God,
Too.
Okay.
All right. So give me a train so I can throw it at somebody.
Well, you have a train, but currently you are riding the train. Do you want to throw?
Not yet.
All right.
Bullet him to suplex.
Motherfucking sobbing.
So probably the very first thing that happens, you guys are all in your established positions, minding your own business. I'm sure the car ride, which keep in mind your actual cargo car is just Metatron and Claymore right now, sitting on the couch, chilling out. Probably a little tense in there.
I ain't tense.
But
I'm
the
smoking.
first thing
Big weed.
Yeah, I'm
to
fine.
actually pop up is Odin. You are sitting in basically the last passenger car. Whatever your business would be. You've got a little, holographic interface if you want to order a coffee off the trolley or anything. This did, technically depart at noon. So while there's not a full dining car on this commuter train, there is a lounge and you would be able to order, pre-pack meals.
Gotcha.
They're horrible.
So, you can just mind your own business if you don't want to acquire a print witch. It's like
Honestly,
a sandwich, but you printed it.
I probably try to eat beforehand.
I should have stopped by Burrito Hut
smart
before we
again.
came. Actually, what was the name of it?
But as you're chilling, you have been made aware, and you still have your tactile computer upgrade. So you have clearly marked all of your friendlies in the car with you. You guys have just crossed the city lines outside the actual walls of the Bay City, because there are big retaining walls that kind of showcase the borders and work as a block to environmental disasters all around. You haven't quite hit the mountain range yet. You still got a few minutes before that happens. But at the, front end of the car, coming down from the other passenger sections, the door slides open, and some of the first people you see moving back and forth, Odin, there are two individuals who you've been in the investigation and security business before. You probably immediately peg them as Deseret. They're wearing long, brown coats. They've got sturdy boots on, jeans, collared shirts. No other flair or embellishment. There's probably a little tiny, Deseret flag pin on their lapels. There is a man and a woman. The man seems, younger, probably only, early 20s. Kind of not like a crew cut, but, short hair, very orderly, very clean. Probably medium brown hair and eyes, just a guy. Then there's the woman with him. She looks older. It's a little hard to tell, obviously, with the way technology is these days. But you would guess probably in her late 30s, maybe early 40s. Older. She has red hair up in a bun. Got a couple of scars on her face. Clearly seen some action before, and they just start moseying their way down the train car. Walking, right past your row. Walk to the exit to the cargo areas, flash the door some passes. Bing, I go out the door. What are you doing?
I think Odin just text text Claymore and Metatron, or he just puts it, I guess, in our group chat. Some desert law dog is going out to check the cargo.
Real quick, do you have encrypted on your shit?
I do.
Okay, perf. Just making sure. All right.
If you text Metatron's normal communication, he does not have it on him.
I texted
I
Claymore.
only have my partition channel on.
Actually, I have a question. If if I host the group chat or something in my CyberCons, can we all benefit from it being encrypted?
Yeah, probably at least what you're sending back and forth. If you're
Uh,
disseminating or relaying stuff.
I will act as a hub.
I'm pretty sure most everyone has encrypted.
I have our partition, so no, I don't. Technically.
All right. Well, you're with me, so we're good.
Yeah.
So, so
You can physically talk to me, so.
Yes.
I just letting Wolf and Claymore
Yeah,
know,
my
and
my
Metatron.
comms are encrypted. So.
perf.
It's like law dog's coming down.
Did you say law dogs?
Yeah, I see desert law dogs.
Okay, perf. As I copy on the coyotes.
Technically, we've done nothing wrong in their eyes, so let's keep it that way.
Less chatter.
I mean, I'm just gonna be sitting on the couch, just relaxing.
I will pass you a blunt.
You are
No,
quite
I would
literally
probably accept.
hotboxing right now.
No, I would probably accept. Uh, Metatron would probably accept that.
Hell yeah. Just two dudes on a couch and smoking weed.
For about 10 minutes. So which of us is Cheech, or what? You're definitely Cheech. Definitely the smarter one. I was about to ask. Like, no, I'm definitely Chong.
Play some like Hollow Solitaire.
So probably, for you guys, another yeah, 5 or 10 minutes, there's a as your compartment opens,
Mm-hmm.
and then the previously described people from Deseret step in.
Mm-hmm.
The younger kind of waves one of his work gloved hands in front of his face and says, "Whew, what are they shipping in here?" The other one just kind of gives him an elbow and says, "Quiet, Farrier." Just kind of sees you guys couch surfing.
I throw him the what's up nod.
Yeah, I will as well, because
The younger one nods back, but the woman just business face.
Mm-hmm.
As they kind of sidle towards you, walking past probably got their H let's say the woman has her H phone out and is just running the barcodes on your cargo.
Yep.
The younger man says again, "Well, I guess that's a cheaper way to pay for a ticket." He gets another nudge of the boot. "Farrier, quiet." Just kind of slaps your phone off and says, gives you guys a level, slightly disappointed look, and is just like, "Where are you boys headed?"
Just a hit. Vegas.
out playing out because I cannot speak right now because I don't have a voice changer anymore. Playing from Metatron's Mask, you hear the opening lines of "Viva Las Vegas."
The woman just kind of nods her head at him and turns to Claymore and says, "He always like that?"
unfortunately. Even more unfortunate that his mom's a real piece of work, so I can't slap him around for it.
Kind of get. She gives her tag-along kid in a side glance. Turns back. No, that's a crying shame. And are you bound to anywhere particular after Vegas, or?
Nope. Just taking care of business and deliveries and heading right back.
Mm-hmm. That is technically true, so no need to roll on anything. What's Claymore dressed like right now?
Paracorp.
Okay, so any that's obviously more military corporate style. Any obvious markers, unit patches, declarations, places you've been?
I would. No, Claymore is proud of his affiliation with the Blades and Suzaku, so he probably would have some sort of. He probably would have a patch for the Blades mercenary group and the I'm not entirely sure what unit, but he will have like three patches, one for his unit in the military, one for his unit in the Blades, and one for whatever unit was he in SSS.
Yeah, she definitely gives those a long side eye.
Mm-hmm.
And basically just says, well, make sure you stay on this side of the dam this time. All right, come on, Farrier.
Claymore will tip an invisible hat.
Mm-hmm. As they're going, the younger one says, "Oh, but Miss Scarlet, some of those pilots look. If they stay in Vegas, we don't care, Farrier. Come on."
I figured it was
and
something
then they
like
just,
that.
Depart. Yeah, they're Deseret. They don't.
Yep.
They don't give a shit what you heathens get up to in your turf. It's that. As established in the backstory, Cross Nexus has corporate treaties with the Deseret territory to run their maglev line, through, the former Utah territory to get all the way to Pacifica's political allies like United States of Great Lakes and New England.
Yeah.
But Deseret being a, Mormon theocracy, basically, has very, very strict contraband laws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't care about the guns, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
They definitely would not be down with the coke.
Well,
Yes,
don't
no,
worry.
that's-
The guns aren't getting anywhere near the fucking Deseret line.
Yeah.
As soon as we cross over some sort of bridge, I'm popping open this side and yeeting them.
Lucky, I have unfortunate news.
There is no river with a bridge.
No, there will not be. There will not be a river between you and Las
I was
Vegas.
about to say, river.
You might find a ditch though.
There will be some ditches. And there will be
You
some
want some desert?
empty ass
There
deserts.
is a desert.
Is there seriously
Well, lots
no
of the mountains? You can get the mountains.
No.
I don't
there
think
are
there's a
no
river
rivers.
crossing. No.
Wow.
No,
Okay. Well.
Like
Closest
you
river
guys
in
are
LA is
you guys are leaving Oakland, crossing the mountains, and then it's just
Yeah.
nothing but Nevada, baby.
Oh,
But if
we're
you
in the
launch it,
desert.
it might have enough force that it might just break all the shit.
Oh well. Well, once we get into Nevada proper, I'll probably just toss it then. Son of a bitch.
And then if no other activity on that, Wolf, you're just relaxing on the backside of a cargo car.
Yep.
Would you be standing on the back deck outside and feeling the wind in your hair, or inside?
Probably inside.
Okay, yeah. So you're in just one of the nondescript cargo cars. We'll be funny. We'll say you're in a car that is full of poultry. There are just coops and coops racked with chickens. One of the chickens, taps the wire coop closest to you curiously, gives you the side eye.
Use your bird.
Actually, if we're going to Vegas, we might be going over the lakes.
I don't know if we'd run the maglev line over a lake, maybe around a lake.
Well, there are a lot of lakes in western Nevada. Not a lot of rivers, a lot of lakes. I don't
I go
know
near
why.
one at least, so probably an opportune moment.
I will
Probably.
yeet his burritos these fucking guns at some point.
Yeah, we'll figure that out when the time comes. But basically, what Wolf sees is very similar to what Metatron and Claymore saw, which is, as you're minding your own business, at the end there's those, these couple of, you know, very obviously Deseret-looking people, and they, stroll on up. And, you know, uh, it's chock full of chickens, so they just kind of like, scan the information, make sure to walk by. Actually, that's another good question. Wolf, how are you dressed this day?
Let's see. I think I listed as kind of a little bit lighter on the military part, but still kind of paracorp, kind of like Claymore is, but more kind of suited for like ease of movement and stuff.
Yeah.
That looked so out of
More
place
black.
then.
Actually, I forget which Mystic Code it is, but I kind of liken it to like one of the Mystic Codes Fujimaru wears. That's kind of like has straps and stuff like that, but it's like all black.
Yeah, probably the
Oh, I
Arctic
know what you're
version.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, high collar, but, short sleeves, loose-fitting pants, good shoes. Also,
Kind of
actually, this is a good
sheath
question.
over one shoulder.
Yeah, this is a good question. Metatron, were you dressed in your fucking priest cassock?
Yes, I'm in a cassock.
Okay. There was probably like some more aside glances and probably, as they left, a nod and Padre, but that was it.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess they're pretty sure that you're not their denominations.
No.
But yes, that definitely probably is why the woman Scarlet asked, like, is he normally like this? And Claymore's just like, yeah. But yeah, so as they come by, again, the woman just doesn't hardly pay you any mind, especially if you don't have any like rank or unit signifiers on you.
No.
Yeah, just kind of uh just enough of a tactical scan of the room to acknowledge that you are there, that you are armed, but not really any concern about it. You're not putting any threats out. You're probably just back against the wall.
Back against the wall, kind of watching the back door of the train.
Yeah.
Of the car.
Yes. Again, the young man kind of gives you a welcoming business-like nod, possibly throws in a howdy.
Give a short little kind of bow of my head in response, but don't really say anything.
Then the door opens. You hear the whipping of the wind going by. You hear a brief snippet of the conversation where the guy is like, "See, Scarlet, it never hurts to be polite," and she's just like, "Focus Farrier, click." All right. And so you managed to act like humans in front of the cops. Good job.
Yay! We were decent human beings.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, hey,
We
we
were
don't
human.
we don't really much to hide from them. So it's fine.
And Claymore was not like an alpha asshole about anything, and we did not have to dig up any old wounds from the war. Probably being mellowed out on the reefer helps. All right, so again, you guys probably have another like 5 or 10 minutes of time before you guys start reaching the mountain pass area, moving through canyons and tunnels to actually cross over into the Nevada territory. Like I said, there's more high-class passenger cars up front, and there is a lounge. If you guys wanted any food, you could have that, or drinks, they could have that delivered. Though those of you in the cargo back may need to like send one of the blades up to like fucking catch you your coffee or something. But otherwise, yeah, it's just gonna keep on keeping on.
Alrighty.
Keep on trucking.
Right. I have to ask. I can't just like throw open like the side door to this fucking cargo car, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you're inside. You can access the controls and open it up.
Okay, cool. But
It is not. I believe it is what we call not recommended, but it is possible.
Safety concerns are for people concerned about fines.
Honestly,
Safety.
true.
Get it?
But Claymore at some point probably will like run up to the lounge and get a couple meals for Metatron and himself, and make sure to tell the little blades to fucking make sure you eat and hydrate.
Yeah, if you actually, seems like a fair time to talk about it. You actually run up to the the lounge car. It's way up at the front, almost like right behind the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it would probably be pre-positioned at the middle of the passenger cars, so that the private cars are in front of it, and then the public cars are behind it. But still, it's way up towards the engine. You saunter through, you observe, Odin sitting like you said, playing solitaire and stuff. Just in general, the cargo is there. Are you like? I mean, you're walking up that far. Are you paying close attention to anybody else on this ride with you, or are you just laser focused, marching orders, gotta go?
Nah,
Hit the grub.
I'm definitely casting my eyes around. I want to see if I want to see if like, oh, what's the best way? Potential threats. See, what, like, if people are packing, seeing if we might have some, some groups with affiliations on board. I know, the Star Ritter are on board and they have a VIP, but you never know who could potentially just be hanging out on here.
Yep. Well, that sounds like a perfect opportunity to roll assess.
I have cyber eyes, so I will use
And ears, I think.
And ears, correct.
Yeah.
I think it would apply to your task of making sure.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's fine though.
All right, you're fine.
He's rolling plus 10. He should be good.
Yeah, it's plus.
Yeah, I don't think it. Also, I don't think he fails if I'm screwed up.
Yeah, I did that right.
All right. You hold 1.
All
And
right.
can ask from the list.
I forgot to pull up the list. Hang
I have it
on.
right here if you need it.
Hang on, no, wait. I have my PDF viewer. I just gotta find the damn cheat sheet.
Sprawl MC seats. That
There
is
it is.
basically-
Assess.
Yeah.
Let's go with what potential complication do I need to be wary of?
Okay. All right. That's a good phrasing. Complications. So, I'll say just as part of our normal narrative, you can spot several of the guys you saw through the scope of your rifle last night in the crowd in the passenger train. Some of the Bloody Leaf are like inserted among the normal passengers of this train. That's already something you were aware of, so that's not, a new complication. But as you get up to the lounge car, so it's a pretty simple lounge area. There are comfy plush seats. There's probably a couple of public matrix terminals if you really need to get your internet on, kind of a thing. You are going to Vegas, but I don't think they'd have like a blackjack or poker table in here. They might have some like virtual slots or something, but not active gambling. But at the center there is a nice oval bar. There's probably a couple of bartending androids there, serving drinks, handing out pre-packed meals and stuff. And you probably do see the SKR here, or at least a couple of them. There's supposed to be a full squad of about 6. There's at least 2 of them standing over the shoulder, ramrod stiff with their VIP, a vaguely Eastern European man who's, trying to enjoy a sandwich and a drink.
pretty sandy sandwich, probably.
But also at the bar, you notice some colorful individuals who immediately peg your radar
Uh-oh.
as like, oh, these guys are weird. They're dressed up like they're somebody. The one you probably immediately notice is there's a guy who has a certain vibe. You will recognize this vibe as I describe this man to you. He's wearing a bright orange suit jacket with
Oh,
gold
Lord.
filigree tiger stripes. He has snakeskin pants on, no undershirt, wearing the Sadashi belly wrap. You can see the very vaguest hint of tattoos under the jacket. Nice, super polished shoes with shiny like brass capped tips. Big gaudy sunglasses, a watch on each wrist.
Beat me to it, Lucky.
Oh, that's Lucky
Lucky
needs
must
to
be
get
getting
his
bread.
bread. Yes, he left mid Yakuza.
It
Yes,
is
no.
bread time.
The Yakuza character. Where's his title bar?
Well, it's not a fight yet, so
Well, technically, they do that when it's introduction, or just they show up.
that is true. But also, he hasn't met that guy, so all right. Well, while Lucky's grabbing his bread, I'm gonna pause the audio and be right back again as well. Since I was describing something to him, so I'll be back.
Okay, sorry about that, back.
You've returned with bread.
Yes, the bread is complete. The bread is now cooling.
Believe
What kind of bread is it?
I made pumpkin bread and banana bread.
I believe
Nice.
Omega stepped away briefly while you were getting your bread.
Dame.
It is delicious, yes. But it is fresh out of the oven, so hot. Banana bread, hot.
I'm personally partial to cranberry bread, but banana bread is good too.
Hot.
Yeah, sorry about that. The oven went off, and it's like, you do not let the oven go off and just leave it there.
No,
Yeah.
I am a fucking monkey when it comes to banana. I love bananas.
All right, but did he just get through the description of the dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
He stopped because they wanted it because it's for you to. It was the description you were seeing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Full banana breading. Anyway, I'm back.
All right.
Word.
Please continue. Sorry, I had to step away.
Yes, I know. The bread demands it. So yes, there's like I said, there's this guy who like Claymore has been to Japan and met a Yakuza man. So this guy is dressed like that, slicked back hair, like I said, big sunglasses, watch on each wrist, and he's sitting down nursing a tumbler of you'd guess probably whiskey. Seated next to him is a woman. As you're walking up, you're assessing. You would say that she also probably, seems like she is of Asian descent. She's got dark hair up in a ponytail. She also has, big, blocky, rounded sunglasses, which are probably AR integrated on. She's dressed a little bit more like a little more professionally, but maybe a little bit like a, motorcyclist. Got like, some kind of, normal top on, but white leather, biker jacket on top, gloves, long, pants or jeans, riding boots, leather gloves on, also sitting at the bar, just kind of sipping away at a bottle of kirade.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having, a very quiet conversation as you walk in, keep to themselves. You've done the sunglasses on room scan enough to know that they are doing the sunglasses on room scan,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you spot as your potential complication as you sidle up to the lounge bar and put an order for whatever.
God, fuck it. We'll just get a couple sandwiches and a I don't know, drinks. I don't know, sodas. But
Yeah, you can get some colas.
get some cola. Get some good old
Do you
fashioned cola.
Curare or Rocky Mountain Cola?
Let's go karate.
Right. By the way, that's mostly just a marketing and flavor difference. It's in the notes. Literally, the same company owns both of those brands. Northwest Beverages. But it's all about what you prefer. But yeah, you get a couple cans of Curare, probably Sakura flavored.
Hell yeah. But I'm gonna send a message to Odin, and just in the in text, like, Odin, you have deeds on these two at the on these two characters at the lounge.
Do you have some way to? I guess you have cyber eyes, so you could show them your eyeball feed, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you have? I think that's a tag. Do you have recording on your?
I do not. But Odin's in the lounge, ain't he?
No, he's in the passenger car at the back.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm moving to the lounge at some point, but
I mean, I thought you were at the lounge, but it makes. Well, I don't know if I can stealthily take a photo of these guys, and I don't think I can take a picture with my eyes. Then no, never mind. I don't have any more holds, so I can't really. Wait, no.
Ask any follow-up questions?
Wait, no. I closely place a situation. Now I would like to closely study a specific person. I want to look them over specifically, and see if I can figure out anything about what they're talking about, or maybe where they come from.
Fair enough. Move Snowball. Go ahead. Roll it out. Let's ask again.
Because first time I was just checking out a situation. Now I am checking out.
Yes. Now you are in the lounge and you are like, hey, who are these people?
Yes.
does the +1 from that stack, or does it go on?
Yeah, no, that should be the you should get the +1 forward from your first assess here.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, because when you act on the information, so you're like, these guys are a potential complication. Let me scope them out.
Okay. So let's try Jesus.
Rehold.
Okay, all right.
Or-
You have oops, all hold.
If it even like gives you like a +12 bonus because something's due.
I don't think he's got that for assess.
No. But so looking at these two, they are talking in a hushed tone. So I want to know, what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Okay, all right. So they're playing pretty softball. You know, they're minding out their own business. They're scoping it out. So you hear probably as you're taking a long time to order a sandwich, despite the fact that they're all prepackaged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're really thinking about what flavor of soda to get, kind of a thing. So while you stall, the android stands there, standing placidly, waiting for you to order. It is not truly sentient, so it cannot have an existential crisis. This is why we produce them. Again, you kind of listen in closely. You've got big, powerful ears, so you overhear their hushed conversation, and you catch a couple of names. At some point, the woman refers to the man with her as Tigre.
It's the Tiger King.
She is referred to as Sophia at one point. But they are clearly in the middle of a very similar four-way conversation. As you overhear them talking about at some point, Sophia takes a hit from her bottle of mineral water and adjusts, one of her earrings and says something like, Pi has the network kind of a thing. You obviously don't hear back because your ears aren't that good, but
No.
they've got somebody named Pi who's working comms or tech. And their fourth member is called out as, at some point, Sophia says, "And Candide, how is the rest of the cars?" So yes, you understand that they are having a hushed conversation, casing the place, and that there are 4 total members. You still have 2 hold.
Who or what is in control here? Of those group, who's the leader?
I mean, it should come as no surprise, but if you're scoping out the lounge, who's in control here? That would be the woman, Sophia.
Okay.
She seems, you would guess she's probably like, late 20s, early 30s. She has the kind of cool, calm, professional, goal-oriented attitude you would expect from, probably one of your crew members, like an Odin or like Metatron when he's on the ball.
I was about to say, don't say Metatron.
Metatron is technically your fixer and hacker, so like there are times when he's goal oriented, but most of the time he's just in it for shits and giggles.
No, that's not true. I'm in it for the good dopamine.
Yes, that's where
Ugh.
the giggles come in. And now you have 1 hold left, and you can spend them anytime you're in this situation. Once you leave this situation, the hold is locked.
I'll go with just a good and what potential complication do I need to be? Wait, no. I already did one episode. Yeah, so what potential complication do I need to be wary of?
I mean, yeah, this is a perfect way to phrase this. Potential complication. You're collecting your drinks and your sandwiches. You're about to leave. You're giving them another aside glance. At this point, it seems that Tigre has noticed you, and he leans back and gives a low. He says, "Hey, big boy, can I buy you a drink?" Holds up his snifter of whiskey. So the complication is that you have hung around in this lounge long enough that they have noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuck it, we ball. It's all like Claymore will, give a bit of a grin, and it's like, never say, I'll never say no to free alcohol.
Does the classic hand gesture for one more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you take a seat at the bar, you are past yourself a tumbler of the whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Claymore will, take it straight, go whoo, and it's all like, and just go, mighty kind of you, Mr.
I'm called Tigre in the biz.
Tigre. Well, thanks for the drink, Tigre. Name's Claymore. He'll put out a hand.
All right. He has a solid grip back, probably not as meaty as yours, but respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see you're a man who doesn't mince words, Claymore.
I usually find that too many words get in the way of solving a problem. Best not to waste them when you can, waste someone.
Man of action. It's great, isn't it? Well, sorry I can't talk more, but I see you're busy, so if If I catch you again in Vegas.
You know.
Finger gun.
Yeah. Claymore will take up the 2 foods and the drink and just do a single one back. It's like, I owe you a drink. And he will he'll mosey on back.
Tigre
Hey,
does the
Omega,
classic,
I
you
have
know, tip his glasses down, look at Claymore over them, you know, flick them back up, and says, "I'll hold you to that."
Omega, I have a hypothetical question. Or not a hypothetical question, but a question.
Yes, I'm good at those.
Um, did we get the name of the person that owes what's her name money?
But you'd have to say which name.
The Lucky's friend that he has to break the face of.
Yeah, I think I gave that guy's name. Was it Kennedy?
Yeah, it was like
So it wasn't Tigre. Got it.
No.
No, it wasn't Tigre. No, but Claymore's gonna, make his way down, and as soon as he gets like 2 cars away, he's gonna, get on the encrypted comm that's like, I think we got another team on board.
Uh,
It's like, not sure what they want, but potentially 4. Looks like they got some muscle, a mind, and probably a couple others going away. It's like keep an eye out for colorful individuals moving between cars.
Roger that. Haven't seen anyone down this way yet, other than those Rangers.
Right, but I will return to the cargo with food and drinks for me and Metatron.
All right. Metatron, you were passed a Kirare Sakura and a sandwich.
what is it, Karate Sakura?
It's a soda, but it's Sakura flavored.
Oh,
So cherry.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Honestly, the sandwich is pre-packed, but it's probably decent. Probably like club turkey. You know,
No.
real greens, real turkey, real super wheat bread.
Super wheat. Super wheat.
No, we didn't order a pizza. It's not DiGiorno.
But is
All
it
right.
is it DiGiorno? I'm gonna attempt to try and find network outlets in the area. Just while I'm sitting
Okay.
here,
Let me see.
I'm gonna plug in.
See. If you're looking for systems, yeah, no, that is probably actually a log in to the system of the train. So roll synth.
All right. Well, I get my I get +1 to this.
Yep.
And anyone who tries to detect me doing this gets a lot of minuses.
Yeah, you have a lot of stealth.
Yep.
Nope,
Nope.
you got it.
That's
I
just
still don't know why it rolls quite so many dice for that, but it's poly.
yeah.
Roll.
All right, that's not great, but it's not awful. I would be a 9.
All right, 7 and a 9. You're in, but you choose 1. Passive trace. Ice is activated. Alert is triggered, which advances the mission clock, or your access is restricted.
Let's go. Fuck it, we ball. Let's go. Ice is triggered.
Okay. Let me see. Where's my? Yeah. This while this is a high speed like train system transportation and stuff, we're gonna say it's pretty normal. It's just blue ice. That's the lowest level. It's designed to locate intruders, raise the alarm, trace, and allow response teams. So you dive into the train network. There's probably like a physical hardwire jack you can use in the cars. It's not a full like Matrix deep dive, but you are in kind of like a 3D wireframe representation of the train, and you're trying to ping the networks, and once you get in, you kind of materialize in the virtual version of your train car. You immediately get an alert noted that some ice has been spun up, and a very stereotypical like wireframe blue cowboy with a way too big hat, a comically large badge, comically large spurs and belt buckle, all in wireframe. Kind of sidles up into your car and starts scoping out, looking out for you.
All
So,
right.
what do you do?
I'm going to head over to the cargo areas while attempting to avoid ice.
All right, okay. Well, that's if you're attempting to avoid the ice. That is melt ice. Roll edge.
I can roll synth for it.
Okay.
Actually, is there another thing that because I'm not clear on this. Is there something that would be closer to combating ice, or
Nope.
would
That's
that be
that's
melt
melt
ice?
ice when you attempt to evade, destroy, or disable ice.
Okay, then yeah, no, I get to roll synth for this.
Yeah. The move is called melt ice.
I don't know if the task would apply here or not.
Also, no, he doesn't have a comically large spoon, nor does he have any beans.
Dang
It's
it.
blue ice. Need a space in there?
No, Jesus. All right, 7.
Okay. Well, on a 7+, you do evade, destroy, or disable the system. Your choice.
Evade.
Okay. But because you rolled a 7-9, it gets to execute a routine.
Have a feeling.
What's funnier here? How much stealth do you have on your cyber deck?
3.
Okay.
I have the maximum stealth.
I could just dump you out of the system, sever your connection. That would be very funny, but that doesn't really advance the game state. So we'll go with it will successfully execute a trace. So you're at trace 1. If it exceeds your stealth, you can be traced, but you've got a lot of that. So, you duck through the virtual train cars running away from this sheriff. He does tag you with one of his, glowing blue wireframe bullets, but it doesn't really, do anything serious to you. You're still very stealthy. And now you're kind of loose in the system.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna attempt to go over to the cargo area. Is that part of this network, or
Yeah. No, the train cars are all on a network. They're all like wired together.
yeah? I'm gonna head over in the back in the flatbeds if I can,
Yeah.
and I'm just basically gonna see if I can find that tank.
Nope. That's not plugged into a network.
Okay. Well, then I'll check out,
Okay.
and I know what I must do later now.
Yes, it does not appear that device is turned on or wirelessly connected at this time. All right. Okay. You guys are just about to get into the mountain area. Your maglev hits a slight curve as you're working around mountains, possibly going around to a tunnel. Odin, did you say you wanted to head up towards the lounge at some point?
Yes.
All right, so
Probably after we hit the canyon and start going up.
okay, well you're just about to hit that canyon area. You're minding your own business. You ate beforehand, so you're not ordering any food, right?
No, I might just get like a soft drink.
Okay. Yeah, the trolley service comes through eventually, pushed by another android. Handing out drinks. You were handed your soft drink of choice. You go and pick it up. The trolley goes by. Just as you go around a curve, you have to like catch yourself, because you're like working with your soda, and you are, bumped into by someone else who is, walking up and down the lines, kind of a oh, sorry about that, dude. It's a young woman, probably like late teens, early 20s. Big puffy yellow jacket, high collar. Uh, blonde hair and a ponytail. Let me see. I need to double check what if something is. Probably got a lot of patches and swatches on her jacket. Lots of bands, brands, and other such things. But one thing that is notable is what did I call this? Checking my own fluff. There we go. That's the right section. Oh, okay. I did not have a. I thought I had an independent courier group name, but I did not. So, has like running down the shoulder some kind of like gig courier service that I didn't think of the name of right now. Is there a name listed at the back of the sprawl?
I know it's kind of a bit bankrupt, but Hermes
No, I don't think that
probably doesn't.
fits the right thing for because we're going full. Yeah, none of these really fit. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it would be a small independent outlet, not a big thing like a Cross Dash or Northwest's courier brand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there's a curve. You guys are traveling roughly a bajillion miles an hour. So you get a little shoulder check with this woman. Young woman managed to catch your soda. Kind of says sorry. Make sure you're okay.
You right
Sorry,
too?
bro. What was that?
You alright too?
No, I'm fine. Padded. Taps the jacket. You hear many things rattling in its pockets. Anyway, sorry, bro. Got a delivery. Pops some rollers and starts rollering back up the train.
Take your wallet.
Go check my pockets for a brief moment.
Well, what are you carrying on your person?
Let's see. He's wearing his layered suit.
Yeah, you got your armor, obviously. That's not going anywhere.
He's got the let's see. He's got his comms around his neck. He's got the Kotaro is in an in-suit pocket that zipper lock, so you can't like quick grab it.
Your what is?
The Kotaro, which is the sidearm.
Oh, okay, yeah, your pistol. Yeah, that makes sense. You'd have that in secured spot.
And his wallet's probably just in, I think, just also another internal pocket. It's not much else besides some keys.
Well, you do check yourself, and you do discover that your ID pass, your radio ID pass, is gone.
All right then. She went deeper into the train.
Further up through the passenger areas.
I think I'm gonna have to go after her then. Okay. Is there any other point I was near anyone? Don't think so. All right then. I don't know if I should tell everyone else this happened.
Well, you are moving further away from your boys if you are going into the passenger areas.
All right, I'm gonna go then. I'm gonna go probably just message everyone. I think someone's trying to pocket my pass. I'll look into it. Stay frosty.
So
The classic
okay.
sign of Stay Frosty. And your, just to double check, but your comms is encrypted, right?
Yes.
As well? Okay.
So you okay.
I'm letting you know.
That means you cannot be. If you are curious, by the way, how the encrypted tag works, is that means that you are resistant to hacking, and I must make a move to subvert your encryption before
Mhm.
your device. So you would have some sort of alert.
Claymore sends back details. Details on the tango, I guess is the best way to put it.
Odin, his Cyber is recording, so he probably just sent you a picture
Okay,
of her
you
from
can
like the
take
last.
an eye picture.
I think me and Odin both took recording.
Yeah, so Claymore, you get a picture of, the previously described young woman, blonde hair, also kind of, slicked back, big puffy cargo jacket covered in patches and logos. Has rollers on so she can healy away.
We do know we got that crew aboard, and we only know what 2 of them look like. Or this just could be someone who just wants some thrills, some kicks. I don't know.
You are so lucky that Metatron can't hear anything of this.
No, but I will note the profile
But
for
I
later.
want to bring this up. By the way, you guys have 2 points of gear that you're probably never going to spend. You guys could find Metatron an encrypted headset. We could solve this problem. We have the technology, literally.
I also have 2 of my own hole, which is for separate.
No, it's funnier.
It is funnier, but I'm just saying. If at any point anybody wants this to stop, you have the means. Anyway, yes. Sorry.
But no, I will relay. There might be a pickpocket on board. A girl on Heelys, big puffy jacket. Might think she's the main character of her own television show.
Wait, so okay, it wasn't Ghost. So Odin got mugged, or one of your gang members?
No, there was no. Let me know those. Odin did not get mugged, did he?
No.
No, he did.
Oh, he did.
No. He got bumped past.
Oh,
It's very different from being mugged.
okay.
I got pocketed.
Though I will say
Okay,
that
yeah,
Odin
he got.
phrased it as a question. He thinks he got pickpocketed.
Like my pass is missing, so it's like I don't. It has to be that.
Wait, so your pass is missing?
Yes,
Okay.
even though sorry. The confusion here is that Axe said out loud in character that he thinks his pass is missing. No, his ID badge is missing. Yes.
Okay.
You should go reacquire it.
Yes.
That was the plan.
I'm assuming you're telling us this while you are chasing down this person and beating them within an inch of their life, right?
We'll see if it gets there, but possibly.
So you're just standing there with a
what are
finger
you
up your thumb.
doing?
I'm going after her, as I'm probably messaging.
Okay, yes. I know you said you probably were. But yes, okay. So, Odin, you are going after this person. I guess in what manner are you going after this person?
Let me double check. There is
we
nothing
need to
really.
double check how.
There's
how
never. I'm
how you
probably.
go.
I am going. I was thinking about hunter moves, and I don't have those, so it's different. I was probably just going to, I guess, casually go through the train with my drink, probably with midway through to start being on a phone call to, I guess, just give some level of just inconspicuous.
All right, you are inconspicuous as fuck. You are rapidly being outpaced, however, by a energetic young adult with wheels. What do you do?
All right, just gonna start fucking legging it then. All right, then here we go.
All right, this is going to probably be act under pressure. You are racing against the clock. You are trying to catch this person.
All right, cool.
No, we haven't even started the entertainment. By the way, once again, to put this in perspective, you guys are starting to go through the mountains as this happens. So there are several, banking curves and tunnels and shit to go through for dramatic lighting and effects.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8, so that's a 10.
All right. Okay. All right. So, you pick up the pace. You start legging it. You're not sprinting or anything, especially because there are doors to go through. Which you do find yourself a little slow on because you don't have your RD badge anymore. But there are manual overrides, so they do open still, but they don't open as you approach. You have to push the button. But you are still able to get ahead, and you manage to catch up. You're probably 2 or 3 cars up. You pop through the side after a little bit of speed. You see that the woman in question has slowed down. Kind of scanning some of the other stuff. What do you do?
She's in the middle of the cart or the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of making her way down.
I want to cut her off.
Okay, that is possible, but the only way you're gonna do that is if you do some parkour shit.
Gotcha.
You're in a train. It's shaped like a tube.
All right.
And I guess
Okay, Axe, I want to point this out to you. You know that if she has potentially stolen your pass, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That means that she probably needs it for something, correct?
Yes.
So how about you wait to confront her when she tries to do whatever she's trying to do with said pass? You're not the only one here. You got all of us plus a crew of the little blades to help. If you play it cool and just try and keep out of her line of sight, you might be able to catch her when she goes back because you are a cross nexus individual, you can be, hey, surprise inspection, show me your pass, and then go see if that's your pass.
True. So I guess then I will just go to see where she's going to end up and then just wait for her when she comes back. And I'll alert everyone else. I've also been alerted to what she looks like, so keep eye out for her.
Okay. So, you caught up. She seems to be in her own business, so you're going to make your way back to your normal position?
Yes, I'm just going to...
Actually, you should probably actually keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't pass the pass off.
Yes, I'd like to actually just keep an eye on her until she takes off her package.
You have successfully caught up to her, so you can keep pace with her.
Thank you.
All right, okay. So, Odin keeps, you keep following her up. Are you trying to be stealthy now that you've caught up with her? Because you were trying to be inconspicuous before, but okay. Well, yeah, that will be unless you have some other technique for this, that will be another act under pressure.
Let me double check if I do. No, I just have slippery, which is more for large scale things.
I do not believe being slippery is valid here.
I mean, it worked for her.
Oh, this is funny. I just remembered a move I had. I have see the angle, so I just at the start of the action phase, I just get 1 intel in gear. So that's we have
so
infinite amounts of
3 gear and
and
5 intel again.
Oh, that's
and you still
9.
have 2 of your special man hold. 9. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll do it this way. She's gonna make her way up to the lounge. You can remain stealthily tailing her up until the lounge, at which point some extra people that you may be aware of will notice you tailing her.
I think by the time she reaches land, I think I've pieced together a little bit of the picture.
But that is where she is going. Do you want to follow her all the way into the lounge? You are allowed to, I offer you a worse outcome or hard bargain. So if you follow her into the lounge and keep eyes on her, you will be noticed.
By Yakuza.
or you cannot do that.
I'm probably going. Odin will stop and then a big message to get someone's eye, get an eye in the lounge.
There's no one in the lounge, X. Go after her and just prepare to talk your way out of it.
All right. All right, then I'm gonna go in the lounge and get myself a drink.
No, don't go in your drink. Go look like you're looking for something.
Also, you shouldn't get a drink because you explicitly said you brought your drink with you.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah.
Unless you've drank the whole cola, while keep in mind you did have to speed walk a little. Unless you've
Fair.
drank the whole thing in like.
No,
a
you're
minute.
right. No, you're right.
Don't do that. That would be silly. All right, so you pop in, and basically what happens is you scope out the scene. Your eyes are immediately drawn to, I mentioned, this bright yellow jacket as this person slides into the bar right next to the individuals previously described to Claymore.
Yeah.
At which point, indeed, Mr. Like I said, tiger pattern jacket immediately clocks you because you're clocking the person who just slid in next to him. And he just kind of like does a little rap twice on the bar. Odin, what are you doing?
It's gonna be like old sheriff days and just posture myself like I have every right to be here and you don't.
No, they have a right to be here too. You're both about to take.
Okay, all right. You
I'm not saying that, but it's more it's like the air of that, and then just I
Yeah,
guess
okay.
get closer and being like, "Can I have it back?" All right, rewind that
No,
then.
no, go for it.
no,
X.
you said it.
No,
You
We're
no,
said
going
it. We're
said
going
it.
for it.
fiction first.
I am a fucking dumbass.
It's
I
okay.
don't
We know Odin's not good at being under
It's
pressure.
No,
okay.
that's me. Owen's better at this than me.
That's true. You successfully rolled some rolls. Yes. Okay. So I will not necessarily agree with, but
Actually,
allow you to
I need to ask,
clarify.
what should I actually say? Because I'd rather
Well,
ask you.
I would like to clarify a point of, because we skipped over some steps. You are projecting this air that you're supposed to be here. You're gonna walk up. You were going to say something to the young woman then, keeping in mind she is sitting with two people now.
I'll be right back.
All right.
But you're not eating popcorn because you're not on net because you won't spend the gear point. So yes, I require clarity for what you're gonna ask.
I spin the gear.
I want to.
Hey, Metatron, take
I
this
want
shit
to.
out. Bucket of popcorn.
Okay, the pitch to you guys, just because I want to be on the same page. I want to sit at the table, and I guess just start talking to him about some things. And I guess if it goes to that, we'll see what happens.
Okay, so you're pretty sure you've been pickpocketed. You are already known. So the thing you have to do is approach them from a position of power. Like, I know this is, the role-playing stuff, but remember, you're a big bad corpo who works for Cross Nexus, who this is their train. This is, for all intents and purposes, your train. So, you do not go up to them and go with the idea of, hey, can I have it back? Like you're going up talking to some bullies who stole your fucking lunch money. No, what you go up to, it's all like, you go up to the girl and you go, that was pretty freaking slick, but unfortunately, you pull out, another badge saying you're Cross Nexus and stuff. It's all like, and Cross Nexus is like, if we don't want to have any more trouble on here, just give me back what give me back what you took from me, and we can act like nothing happened. And at this point, you call fucking either Claymore or on the Blades on cryptic comms and saying, hey, there might be a fucking situation up here, and then we get Muscle to come up there and back you up. Remember, you are the soldier, Axe. You need to be considering all the assets that you have with you in that moment and use them to your advantage.
And not necessarily be afraid, as the question when you were going to see if you message everybody, if the group is going to laugh at you for getting pickpocketed.
Yeah.
But yes, so Odin, what do you do? That's how we start this process.
Yes.
I ask you what you do.
I'm going to message the group that the people that Claymore met earlier.
Oh, hey, you can actually take pictures of them now.
Yeah, it's like I sent pictures. Like I guess as it's like, I think he can mentally text because it's via or whatever. But a quick message basically. Looks like we got a counter runner. We got a counter runner group. I might want some backup. Both of you could show up around here. Claymore, be ready. It should get hot.
Claymore.
Claymore, you are hubbing this network, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am legally obligated by the rules. As Odin is sending these encrypted messages, and as you are sending your message back, you get an alert. Somebody is attempting to bag and tag your radio network.
Copy that. So I am just going to send a quick message to the small blades to move up to Odin's position and provide quote support. And then I will send out a quick message out on our TACnet for then that's all like oh fuck, actually no, better yet. I'll smack Metatron on the sign. It's like someone's trying to access the network. Can you find them?
Would that be something I'd be able to do,
Yes.
or try to do at least?
Yeah, you can attempt
I will
to
attempt to locate the other hacker.
counter hack, basically. Okay, so we want to do this. Yes.
I'll be right back. I desire more bread.
I will say the initial thing where
It's gonna go to the pause.
I felt Odin was like, everyone's doing their task. I should probably handle my own shit. That was my mind thing. And when I asked her, I was imaging it in the kind of flat way, like a sheriff says to like someone just like openly took shit from them. It's
Man,
like, hey,
I think you
yeah.
were doing fine up until she met with the other Yakuza people.
Oh, okay.
And then it became a lot bigger.
Yeah, this is the escalated situation.
I am back with bread.
There's only one way to deal with this altercation. Dance off.
Off your fair, I don't appreciate, I guess,
Stands off to save the universe,
the
bro.
continuous disapproval, but hey, it happened.
God, what is there? I had in Zaka's ear. I had a track that was my favorite. I played it all the fucking time. What was it?
This might be heathen of me, but when I was playing Yakuza, I was playing my own music to it
Kind of missing out, honestly.
because I have a Chinese movie soundtrack playlist essentially, which is basically all I played during it.
Yes, I found it.
Okay, I'm back. I appreciate the GIF vibes we're sending out. Okay, all right. So,
I think Owen still has his old sheriff badge. That quote sheriff badge.
you have to spend hold for that.
Oh, fair enough.
You have the resources to do that. I'm not just going to assume that. No.
No, that's fair.
Also, I would like to bring up if you have your old, because you
Yeah,
probably
like
have a
it's
modern Cross Nexus ID. It's probably under your real name.
True, so nah. I just
Spend a hold for
Yes.
a fake one.
Well, all right, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Where we last paused because you said to go get bread.
Yeah.
I also took that as an opportunity to step away again. So Metatron is going to attempt to get inside your comms network and figure out was going on with the guy. I'm going to call this basically a synth role to manipulate
Okay.
systems. You don't have to log in because you're attempting to use the tools of a system you are supposed to be able to access, basically.
I have the password. I just don't
Yes.
have the communicator to use it.
You've done it again, Dallas. I can't
God
believe you've done
damn
this.
it.
That's probably roll physical dice.
I'm so bad at this. Look, we've been doing Jetsukai for forever.
I know. And we'll be back at Genesis if we, do more of this. But
Nice.
all right, so that's a
Okay,
9 on the roll.
13
So
or 12 rather.
all right, yes. So you are basically able to you technically would gain 3 total hold to activate system functions. So basically, the normal stuff is somebody is effectively the way this works is I want to say is it's kind of like a login gate. Like somebody is trying to access and crack the encryption on Metatron, not Metatron, your Metatron, on Claymore's comms and comms network. So basically you can spend one of your hold to deny that login. You could trigger or cancel alerts. I don't know if you can actively trace because I don't think Claymore would have ice.
If it's
In
in
his
Claymore
cyberware?
system, I wouldn't be able to. If they're trying to hack me, I have black ice, so
Yeah, you have a
they
lot
can
of
have
fun
fun with
features,
that.
but you're not on the network. So yeah, I don't think you can actually fire up a security system to start tracing
No, I
without
was just going to
ice
try
features.
and. Well, first of all, I'm going to try and block the hack, essentially.
Yes, no, you can spend one of your 3 hold to just deny the login. You're just like, burr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
So
were the other options?
you can like trigger or cancel alerts. Again, if Claymore had any ice, you could activate it or deactivate it. I'm trying to think if there's any other like functions that we associate with comms. You think that would be a good measure of a subsystem, but no. So, I mean, you have access to the records, so you could like scrub your comms records that you guys have been undergoing or anything like that. If you triggered an alert, that would like basically all the other hacker knows right now is that attempt to log into that failed. If you triggered an alert, you could also use that as basically like let him know not only did you boot him out, but also that guy has been made. Like let him know that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'll probably like basically do the Jurassic Park thing of
Yeah. So yeah, basically Claymore, you see, your internal software is just like, oh, somebody tried to unauthorized, port access, access denied, and then the activity goes away.
care of it. Can't trace it, but they didn't get anything. Other than they know someone knows tech.
It's like, good job.
All right, so the little blades are
Here's
heading
what
their
you
way
pay
up
me
towards
for.
Odin. Odin, are you gonna wait for them to come up?
In my
'Cause that
mind,
will
I
be
want to
a
do the
couple of
thing of where I
minutes.
talk to them and then, like, as I'm talking, they show up, but I don't know if I can time that well, so I don't think so.
Well, you can try. We can see the rolls. Okay, so you still want to sidle up though before they get there, and get this ball rolling.
I would like to know if Wolf is able to, like, make it anywhere.
Wolf is the farthest away from you right
Yeah,
now.
so no.
Yeah,
Wolf's
you've
gonna
not
ninja
asked
run.
him to do anything yet, so.
Ninja run on top of the train.
Wolf,
And
yes,
Metatron
would you like to
shouldn't
fucking sprint on the
drive.
train? Keep in mind, I have mentioned you are in the mountains right now.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
no. Wrong.
Okay.
We're not in Genesis. Yes, I don't have dynamic entry.
Yeah.
Almost,
Dynamic
God, so much
entry.
of it doesn't have dynamic and exit and entry, honestly, as character.
Oh, I can tell you, I'm taking dynamic exit.
I'm
Bye.
as well, but yeah, it's... But anyway.
All right. Okay. So you sidle up.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I should mention it's probably been long enough at some point that Wolf saw the desert watchdogs walk back. They maybe even pass back through your cargo container as well. Like they don't spend forever down in the cargo section.
All right.
Anyway,
I kind of was assuming that they came back.
yeah. I just realized I hadn't said anything, and it's been like 20 or 30 minutes of in-game time. We'll say that at some point they came back. Anyway, yes, Odin.
I don't know how he would say it, but in my mind, he comes up, I guess, puts his drink on the table.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's better if it's he says that he's like asset protection, or if it's more of he asks what like if he starts, I guess, a bit casual where he asks where they're going and what they have in
No, you
mind.
should go up to them and go, "How you doing, pilgrim?"
No, don't do that. Don't listen to Dallas. I will say that so you go up and you put your drink on the bar. When you do that, the big man Tigre does, he does the classic rotate around thing, so he is, facing you front forward. As you're walking up. So like I said, he's the one who clocked you immediately, so he's kind of forming a
This is
barrier.
just a out of game a second because I still can't tell if they're trying to move on us or they're trying to like
You don't know. You haven't
We're
asked
gonna
them
find
anything.
out.
nip the, you know what I mean? Like
We're gonna find out.
You don't know
probe
anything
us.
about their plans. You haven't interfaced with them in that way. All you know is that they saw that Claymore is a guy and they have seen Odin as a guy. You can probably add 2 and 2 and say that it was probably Pi was the one who tried to crack your comms network.
Yeah.
But that's about where we're at. Listen, mechanically this is very simple, but I am not allowed to, in the spirit of the rules, just let you make rolls. I have to ask what you're doing. And you don't have to give me the like line for line what you say. The difference between moves is, are you threatening violence or are you just talking?
I think I'm gonna play hardball.
Oh, wait.
Okay, how
Actually,
do you
no.
threaten violence?
Actually, no. I need to start with fast
That's
talk.
literally it. My
I start with fast
options are
talk. I start with
okay.
fast
So
talk, and then we go
what are
from there.
what are we doing here? What are we trying to get out of them?
It goes from what are you doing here, and what do you have in mind, and can we not make? How would we not make sure we escalate this? You don't want to.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like you're trying to get him to bluster. You are. I have to ask. You are explicitly asking for your pass back, though.
Yes.
Okay. Well, roll style.
All right.
I mean, the main thing is, like I said, play hardball explicitly says when you get in someone's face, threaten violence, and you intend to carry through. Like that's how it is. I mean, the carry through can be a punch, but still.
I rolled an 8. I have 0 in style, so it's just 8, 7, 9.
Okay, all right. NPCs do it, but someone will find out. I advance an appropriate countdown clock.
I don't have. Last week I would have gone as the one that used cool for that stuff, but I don't. So
You're out of fucking blocks.
actually, I have
This all
one
works
move
out.
left
The
I can pick.
timing
So
is excellent. So, you like I said, kind of like, hey, how you going? And the guy just says, hey, how you go? How you doing?
How you doing?
Actually, it's a good
Right.
question. How old is Odin?
he's like
Isn't he 30?
29 to 32,
Okay, yeah.
like that range.
This guy's probably a little younger than you. He's wearing his Nipponese pride a little more openly than you are. So he probably talks to you in Japanese because Odin is, Asian.
I
he
was
probably
about like
pegs you.
yeah, I was like 10 when the war happened. Yeah.
So, he catches you and is basically like, yo, Aniki, what's the matter? And you're like, oh, nothing's the matter. Just need a little something, something. And you know, nobody really talk. The other two, the women don't really talk to you directly, but kind of this conversation goes, and you say that I don't want to escalate. I'm probably like the sleight of hand trick is like he lifts his snifter to take a slight sip of his whiskey, and just your ID badge is there. It just says, "Well, Anarchy, looks like you found the thing you're missing. Will that be all?"
Like it's all I'll ever need.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna.
Just gonna mosey on out.
I feel like I think I'm gonna politely take the pass back,
Yeah.
and then I
just there on
think
the counter.
let the moment linger for a moment and then leave.
All right. As you're going, you go through the little intersection between cars. You can see, like I said, the 10 or so faces of the blades like peeking out, all clustered up, like hey, we're good, we're good.
We're good for now. Some of you stay
Yeah.
around here.
As well, they don't listen to you. Sorry, they're loyal and disciplined. They don't take orders from you.
I think he says it. He's like, all right, never mind. I'll
Yeah,
tell
no.
Claymore to do that.
But as you're leaving, Tigre calls out to you again, lifting his glass, and says, "Hey, say hi to your tall friend for me. Remember, he owes me a drink."
I'll tell him. I'll tell him when it's over.
Okay. No.
At that exact moment, Metatron, you get a call from your people.
Okay.
Oh God.
Hey, boss, it's
Hello?
it's the time, boss. Sir, Mr.
All right.
Metatron.
No, they don't
There's
call me
looks like
sir. They
there's
just call
two
me
or three
boss.
there's 2 or 3 rest of the trucks coming up the canyon access road. You guys are
All
the
right.
train's gonna pass through a tunnel, and then they're gonna be there. What do you want to do?
Give them hell.
All right, okay. So here's the fun part. I would like you to mix it up with your gang as your weapon.
Okay.
Let's see. What? If you remember, Odin, what order did you give Metatron exactly?
Make sure no one knows what we
It
have.
wouldn't apply to this.
Okay, no, so it's not there. All right, so
Huh?
I have a
I
question.
believe you get a +1 from
Technically,
Intel.
I'm allowed to use meat or synth for mix it up, but it makes no sense for me to use synth.
No, I mean, what
It's
gives you
the
the
rule
ability
of
to
the
use synth
move.
for mix it up?
My cyber arm.
I mean, you are coordinating this remotely, but yeah, no, it doesn't make sense for you to use it in this sense because you're not actually using your arms.
No.
I guess it would be the meat of
You
the
do
group.
get your
Then.
+1 forward from your intel that you applied previously to this.
Yeah.
That hasn't been used up yet.
And I'm gonna. Could I use like? I'm trying to think of what I would use for this. If anything other than meat.
I'm pretty sure unfortunately there are special moves to let you like roll
Yeah.
things other than meat if you're
I have one that
using
lets
like
me use it for
gangster
mine if
leadership.
I'm doing mixing up to personally.
That's only personally though, but I believe there's other
Yeah,
stuff for like
I
when
have
you're using
one.
others.
I have one that lets me use mine, lets me synth. But no, okay, I'll just roll it. I have a +2 and a -1, so +1.
I was not expecting, by the way,
Does
the idle.
discipline do anything?
No, that's more just the tags for how they operate this.
Okay. Hey, 8. I'll take 8.
Okay, all right. So you
Eight's
achieve
better
your
than it could have
objective.
been.
You seize control of the objective. So you get to choose 2. You make too much noise, advance the relevant mission clock. By the way, you do not want to pick that one. That would be bad. You take harm, an ally takes harm, something of value breaks.
Technically, it's your gang taking the harm.
Yeah, but I don't want them to take the harm.
They should take the harm. Trust me.
No, I'm gonna do something of value breaks because I know what it'll be.
Well, you choose 2, buddy. So unless you have something that makes you pick less, so 2 of these are getting picked.
Okay, I will take the harm and my something of value breaks.
Honestly, these go together very well. So please hold while I dig through my book for weapon damages. Because he does want to say this very specifically that he takes the harm. That's okay. And something of value breaks. Very easy.
Yes.
Oh, right. I guess you say ally takes harm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, ally would have been my gang. I take the harm.
Oh, fuck.
So, you guys are all this happens very rapidly. Claymore, the only inclination that you have that anything's going on is Metatron, gets on his, private burner phone and says, take him out. You guys go through a tunnel, and as you are exiting that tunnel, you are met by the bracing sound of autocannon fire. So, like, Odin, you and the little blades are all, like, clustered up at the lounge. Wolf, you are minding your own business in the cargo car. Claymore and Metatron are together, and then just like AK firing in the air stuff. Whoop, yip, whoop, yip, woo, yeah, kind of noises outside. Probably some revolvers being fired in the air. And so something valuable breaks. There's a line of bullet holes is stitched in the side of your cargo car. Oh yeah, no, it's perfect. Several of these bullets strike the cocaina. White powder goes everywhere.
I feel like I should punch Dallas, not Metatron, for this.
Technically, it's not. That's not value.
I was
Wait,
gonna
that's
take
not.
something of value breaks no matter what. So
That's not value to Metatron though. That's value to Claymore.
like,
I mean, it's something valuable,
Yeah.
and I don't want to damage the package just now. We've got other shit to do. But also, like I said, zipping and flipping through there, firing through. So normally this would be 3 harm for like an LMG, but it had to go through a vehicle first, so it's only 2 harm. But before your armor applies, Metatron, you suffer 2 harm.
okay, how do we do harm rolls again? It's been a while.
You roll 2d6 and add the harm you actually suffer. So whatever your armor is.
Okay. Oh, I
you reduce
remember.
it.
I'm amazing at these in the worst way.
And you do still roll even if you suffer 0 harm. So even if you absorb everything from the bullets.
Hey, only a 7 this time.
Wait, can
so straight up take the 2 harm.
I?
Oh wait, it reduced my armor. Reduced by
Yes.
my armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 6.
Okay. So that means you just pass. Nothing bad happens. You want to roll low.
I know. When I said I'm good at these, I usually roll
Yeah, I
like
know.
fucking 12.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you're what kind of armor are you wearing actually? Let's double check for narrative sake.
Kevlar plated. It's my Kevlar plated. Fucking priest robes. It's the.
Okay, so yeah,
I
you
can't
got
remember what
Kevlar and plates sewn into your cassock. Yeah. So again, machine gun fire rips through. One of your pallets of cocaine is mostly obliterated. Some bullets rattle around in there. A couple of them skip off your table and slam you in the chest, but they have lost too much velocity. They do not penetrate your arm.
Yes.
Other than
Kevlar
being
plated.
very startled, you are okay.
Wait,
At which point, if anybody happens to be looking out the window, basically picture a Rustler pickup truck. It's a technical, they got a big LMG in the back. They fucking explode because you've got 2 APCs with autocannons up in these hills. And those guys are just fucking bushwhacked. What are you guys doing?
well,
With
Claymore
that.
fucking curses. As you know, there's bullets in the fucking coke now.
Only in one.
Fuck you, Dallas. So, he is going to suit up, get in his power armor.
Okay.
And throw open the fucking the side of the car where the bullets came from.
All right. You do this just in time to see the scene I've previously described. There is a very clearly like a Rustler pickup truck that just fired at you, stitched a line across the train. They are fucking bushwhacked by like 20 millimeter autocannon fire, fireball and stuff. There are technically 2 more trucks, like I said, or maybe like another technical truck and a Jeep with, again, hoop and holler and AKs and revolvers fired in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But they are very rapidly being left behind you as they are being suppressed by, like I said, there's a pair of APCs up in these hills firing on them. So you don't have to do anything to engage in this process, to win the fight, but you're free to do anything you like.
Yes, I'm gonna take these fucking out because I don't want them putting another fucking stitching the fucking bullet holes and maybe taking the fucking cart of goods I need to take.
All right.
So yes, I have a fucking sniper rifle and I am going to fucking ping those fucking drivers so they will stop immediately.
All right, mix it up. While he's mixing it up, what are the rest of you doing? Like I said,
So,
bullets
Claymore,
clanging, Claymore swearing.
Yes, Claymore.
take an extra +1 for me because you're doing your job.
Wolf
true,
is
you
just
do
kind
have
of
+1.
lurking at the back door to the all of the cargo containers, like ready to dispatch the first guy that comes through, if they ever get there.
Let's see.
At this point, we can say that unless Claymore manages to really bollocks this up, now there are probably no rustlers are actually going to make it on this train.
Did I do that wrong? I did.
Yes, you typed roll.
I'm just,
And apparently putting the plus broke D1.
can't handle it.
It's not just me.
Or paste.
Yeah, no, you're good. The phone, whatever, man. What's your harm total?
1 second. Let me pull up Claymore
Sure.
here. This is the.
You achieve your objective, and you do not,
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
You know.
Where is it?
do not get any of the negatives.
Where did I write it down? Oh, it's here. 7 damage. Nope.
You want to say that doesn't make any sense?
You get one extra for being a
would
gang
be
and then one
7
extra for something
harm.
else.
Huh? Well, I mean, let me double check this because I have it linked, so I get to add my. Let me double check that because it's a high-powered raffle, which is 4, and then unless I because I have the targeting suite in my neural interface and the gun is linked, and that should let me add my simp damage. So should be 7 damage or 7 harm.
Also, an extra one from you counting as a small gang.
True.
No, they're also a small gang.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So no.
They're also a gang. Yeah, there's many of them.
Gang.
Linked is can target.
Yeah, you made additional harm equal to your sense.
Wow, Christ, that's dumb. I didn't think of that being that dumb before, but that is that dumb. Yeah, no. You don't need to shoot them. You just shoot their cars, and their cars explode
What?
like an action movie.
Give me a second.
Because
Sorry.
that'd be how it be. But yeah, no. You wanted to end this fight right the fuck now. It is over right the fuck now. If they don't die in the fire explosion as you detonate their hydrogen fuel cells from a long range off, they die in the follow-up explosion from the autocannon fire.
I now remember why we let Claymore just do a whole fucking gore movie action scene on his own.
I mean, that was just with his power armor and shit. But yeah, so the rustlers schwacked. So like I said, Odin, what are you doing? There's gunfire and shit. There's also probably like a big red alert go through the train.
Oh, by the way,
Everyone, please return to your seats.
Dallas, I was double checking it. So did your armor soak all the harm?
No, I believe he only has 1 armor.
Yeah, because you still take the harm. The roll is to see if you get any additional effects on it, like lose your footing, lose your grip, lose track. You still take damage if you don't like soak it all.
Dallas also may have stepped away just
Oh, he
thanks
might
to
have.
the yelling.
Yes.
But yes, all right, yeah, we should have been clear on that. He still suffers the 1 harm. It's just the
Sorry about
the
that.
roll was plus the harm suffered,
Yeah.
but he doesn't get any of the additional distraction.
Yeah, that neural interface is.
I think it's that you have like with a harm like a weapon, you have like 2 and 2, so you have like 4 harm from like a 2-arm gun kind of thing.
Yeah, but then they put like 4 options in custom weapon that give you like a +1 damage.
When you
Things only have like 5 to 6 health, yeah. Most.
I can only do 5 harm at max, but that's only with my dumb
Yeah.
fire
Mega sword.
sword hand.
Anyway, yes, sorry. We were clarifying earlier. Dallas, you still you still suffer the 1 harm, right? because you roll plus harm suffered. Okay, so
Okay,
yes,
just
you
making
were
sure.
slightly injured.
So you are slightly injured.
All right. Anyway, yes, Odin, what are you doing?
First, I guess, assess the situation. Metaphorically.
Okay, yeah, you know grab the handrail, look around.
Around, I guess in this brief moment, I guess in these brief, like, 10 seconds of chaos.
Yep.
What else happened? And I think at this moment, I need to, I guess, look back towards the lounge if they started doing anything. If not, I want to reveal knowledge and actually learn, and see if I actually know who the fuck they actually are.
Yeah, no, they're not moving. Everybody else is down there in the hub. Okay. Well, you would have to let me know how you would know, what's up with them.
Would I actually know one of them?
I mean, that sounds like declare a contact, but
True.
not reveal intel or reveal knowledge.
I guess yeah, let's see. For real knowledge, I guess it would depend if I could get, if I actually remember from like other previous heist jobs kind of thing, if there's been this group around, but depends if they actually like left any trace.
All right, I feel like you're overqualifying me so much. Anyway, yeah, it's fine. Spend your intel. These guys are a freelancer group. They're a crew like you guys.
Yeah.
The thing that would be relevant, because you're like revealing who they actually are. And like I said, you can figure out how you know this. They are working for another fixer from the Bay Area called Akane-chan, aka Little Red. And that's what they're here for. They are apparently scoping out the place on some sort of business line.
I think Odin
Also,
knows.
by the way, when you're looking back in the
Oh.
sorry, you're looking back in the lounge. Definitely those two guys from SKR, like both one arm goes around the arm of their guy, their VIP. Other arms are drawing Zweihanders, and they are hauling his ass back into the private passenger compartments.
All right. I think I know about this line because Odin likes to keep tabs on most fixers and try to see if anything overlapped with the train job.
Yeah.
At least for our time window. So
I mean, like I said, if you whenever you declaring contacts is a you only get one per mission, but that's at any time. But as I've freely described, there are several of these people, and Tigray is described as being a little younger than you, but obviously is ex Yakuza, in case you can't tell.
Yeah.
And I described their mastermind brain hand Sophia as probably about being about Odin's age.
I think I don't want to talk about it, but
Sorry, such linguistic
basic
proficiency.
proficiency. We'll worry about it later, but I
Dude,
might
verbosity
want to
of this
declare.
conversation is astounding.
Bang.
Yeah. Let's brush over this, but let's say I'll declare a contact of Sophia being someone I maybe ran once before with.
Okay.
Worry about that
It's
later.
fine. We do. I mean, you're declaring a contact, so it's just you write it down, and
Right.
so I can go back and forth about this, but so Sophia's obviously running her own crew. You know that she is a ex-lawyer, and her cover job is as a private investigator, so she would probably count as a hunter in SPRAWL terms. Obviously, like I said, she is of Japanese descent, and is about your age range. So there's plenty of other times you could have met her, but that's what you know about her backdrop. So, would you say, because I'm supposed to ask you a couple questions, do you think that Odin worked with her directly when you were, younger and freelancing?
Yeah, I was during his sheriff days when he was probably doing a bit more complicated things involving
Okay, so you do
reclamation.
no, so you still knew her from your cop days.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
All
anything,
right.
she might have something to do with probably why you first started freelancing.
Yeah. And then I must ask you the all important question. Do they owe you a favor or do you owe her a favor?
I think she owes me a favor because I think I got her some intel she needed to close a case. And she
Okay.
would have
Yes.
otherwise.
Yes. All right. Are
Oh,
you doing anything about that information and knowledge now, or maybe
I'm
you
not.
want to go back to the cargo trades you would go out with
I'm
Claymore?
gonna go assess the actual damage
Okay.
because
All right.
I will pull on that thread later.
Yes. So, Odin, you start beelining it back towards your seat because everybody's being told to return to their seats. The blades also do this. I assume you're not going to stop at your actual seat and you're going to move on through to the cargo car, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my pass to open the door and go in and
Yeah.
assess how many, like, if there's actually 4 or 3 walls left.
All right. Okay. Wolf, are you going to stay at your post up in the back?
Yeah.
The Claymore hasn't jumped off the train, right?
Not yet. No.
No, he's firing out the door.
Don't do that, please.
You don't get to tell me what to do and not to do.
Okay.
I think he was just asking.
I know, but Dallas is the king of doing suddenly very erratic things, and we have
No,
to
that's
let
Metatron
fair,
doesn't want to
but
be
I-
left alone in the car.
Well, no, because from what Omega has described, we would be left alone for the rest of the job.
Also, probably true. Yes, because you are not decelerating. You are accelerating. You do not decelerate during an ambush. So the train starts picking up to whatever its flank speed is. The wind, by the way, really howling through. You guys don't need to worry about the cocaine being stained anywhere because it is being sucked out into the void.
Can I try and protect it from going out?
How would you want to do that? You are armed
Jumping
with
on
some
top
couch
of the
cushions. You're
hole? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Wait. I'm sorry. What are you trying to do?
Make the cocaine stay in the bag.
He was trying to mitigate the cocaine loss.
No, I do not- I
I'm
do
gonna
not
have
believe
to
that will
have.
be
I'm
happening.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to Claymore some people later and say no. It's fine.
Yeah. So
You got it
those
all.
Claymore, those guys are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we don't need to figure out the exact actuarial tables of how they became dead. They have become die. What do you want to do?
I'm eyeing these fucking APCs because I don't know if Metatron actually told us he was fucking putting guys in APCs.
No, I definitely would have told. I would have told you that
You
I
did?
had something set up for the wrestlers. Yeah.
Also, I would say Claymore, you definitely recognize one of them as it's the thing you guys
Yes.
ambulanced a comatose lady in once. That was
you
fun.
also probably
Metatron broke
recognize
his
my.
shins.
You also probably recognize my gang, considering their uniforms are very.
I don't know if I'd be able
I
to
told
see
you
their
they're
uniforms in an
uniforms,
APC, my dude.
Well, one of them's in the gunner seat.
I don't know if it's an
Oh, no,
exposed
we
gun.
have no. These are all like crows and remote hookups. Nobody
Yeah.
has to
Oh,
leave
okay.
the
Yeah.
armored box.
That's-
But yeah,
Gotcha.
Claymore recognizes the boxes. Well,
That's-
one of them anyway. The other one's new.
But Claymore
I
would
would've
turn
also
over in
t- I
all
would've
his power armor
definitely
glory
told
and
you
just be like, sight robotic reverberation from the power armor. Are those yours?
Yes.
All right. Claymore will, close the fucking door again, shoulder his rifle, and look at him again. Did you get hit again?
Yes, there's some bloodstains.
Oh my! Hang on.
Yes, but I'm mostly okay this time. It's weird. I'm not used to this.
Claymore will, disengage his power armor at the hard box and pull out his. Where is it?
Pretty sure you got a trauma kit.
Yeah,
I didn't
my Cross Nexus
immediately
Life
go
Aid
on-
EMT kit.
All right.
I didn't
So
immediately
as
go
you are
on
cracking
offense.
open the EMT kit, as Metatron lays down on the couch, which is perfect. This is when the door slides open and Odin and the little blades pile in.
Just to reiterate,
Well, Odin, what you see here is
What is my
Claymore has, he's taken it off, but he's popped the top on his hard suitcase.
What?
Metatron is lying down on a couch. One of your pallets of cocaine is shot up. There's probably like a couple dozen new bullet holes in your boxcar. Some of your cocaine is missing. Metatron is bloody and bruised again.
I'm not that bloody and bruised. I only have one harm.
Did that reduce their harm by 1 segment?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have no
He's
harm.
not. Yeah, you're good. You're patched up. And you weren't super injured, so you don't take any penalties for that.
No. I think that there's the first time I've been able to be healed in the entire time because usually I just go unconscious.
I know I've had this first aid kit for a while. I think I usually I think I've patched you up all 3 times. I think you've been injured 3 times.
It's just that the amount of healing has been very minor because usually he's taking like 2 or 3 and then rolling max out and picking the take extra harm.
Yes.
I would like
yes,
to.
so Odin, that's the situation you're in.
I'd like to use a gear to get. I'm not sure what would exactly be device-wise, but I want something to, I guess, patch up the walls.
We don't need to patch up the walls. They're just bullet holes.
It's just bullet holes.
All right.
If you still want to do that because you do have an excess of gear, you could basically get like a small soldering
Please save
torch.
some of that gear. I have an idea for later.
We have 3 of it.
Oh, if we have 3, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Better, it's like I want basically a deployable, like, I guess, cover wall just in case if like there's no more car. But
It hasn't gotten that bad yet.
No, it was
What about that later, then?
it was just LMG. It's all 7.62.
Claymore's looking over the coke. Just like, son of a bitch.
You've
fucking
lost
hate
probably
Rust.
25% of the mass.
Metatron will say out loud, "Fucking hate wrestlers."
You hear a ghostly "yip yo yeah" on the wind as those guys hoot and holler into the afterlife.
It's like,
Metatron's
couldn't you have had the
personal
guys
vendetta.
take them out before they got to the truck or the train? Excuse me.
They tried. They just came. They come out of nowhere. That's the problem. My gang doesn't know the roads as nearly as well as them.
Was they just have a spawn
I
point
can't
somewhere?
believe they.
I will say, narratively, the way that worked out was, strictly speaking, those guys showed up shooting at the train. Like the way the timing worked out, they literally like rounded a corner, went, "Hey, there's the train," and pulled the trigger.
They are
It's
as far as I've classified them in my head. They are redneck Mad Max gangsters.
They are basically a Mad Max gang for sure. Yes.
Fucking.
You're also pretty sure they're sponsored by corps that don't like Pacifica back in Great Plains or Texas.
We can try and help recoup some of this.
No, it's not your fault. You didn't. It's not like you made a decision to have all this cocaine destroyed or anything like that.
Very better.
I need to take a moment to myself.
I take side effects to that. I thought Omega was going to blow up one of the APCs.
No, that's not valuable to you. That's something you just bought.
I mean, it's worth 8 credits. It's
What do you mean
valuable, but no,
not
It's
valuable?
worth a lot of money.
it's because he
Cred.
picked he takes harm and the valuable that I'm like, no, I've got this.
You should have
It's
Ally
great.
takes harm, it would have been fine.
But
Well, then Dallas would have to write some letters.
oh fuck.
Yeah, I was never going to pick. Despite being a complete sociopath, Metatron is weirdly ride or die.
All right. Shit. Should I call Blue Steel? Nah.
You were given, I believe, the contact information for whoever the guy picking this coke up is in Vegas. You could attempt to call them up and basically be like, "Hey, does a rustler attack count as act of God?"
Yeah, no, that's what Claymore's gonna do.
Okay. By the way, you are officially packed in like sardines because, like I said, all of the little blades,
Okay.
they converged on Odin. They were shooting. Odin and them rolled back to the boxcar, so they're all up in here. If
I
you
mean-
want to like redistribute them.
That is good hustle. That's good hustle. But I'm gonna send fuck it. I'll send half of them to patrol the back, and I'll send the other half to patrol the front.
All
Get them to stretch their legs for a little bit. Keep those
All right,
chickens
Odin's
safe,
back in
Wolf.
his seat. Yes, the chicken. I mean, the chickens are spooked, but they're physically fine. That
Yeah,
car wasn't hit.
Mostly just joking.
Yeah. No, I know you're in the mix. I'm sure there'll be something happen at the back sometime.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big tank coming up.
But yeah, Claymore
No,
will,
no.
dial in the deeds and prepare for a conversation.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm summoning up my role playing energy. I'm gonna be yes, I got it. Yes, hello. You've reached Mr. Speed. What can I do for you? How fast you want to go, baby?
Well, I'm going pretty fast right now. This is Claymore. I'm inbound from Bay Nigga City to Las Vegas with your package.
Hey, it's got some real speed. What can I do you for, baby?
There's been a complication with the job, and I have to get something clarified. Actually, I think it is I think the fucking best way to put it is, does Russell attack and, a bunch of bullets in the product constitute as an act of God?
Let me see. I am assuming that you would like this NPC to be okay with this.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I think we are fast talking, roll style.
Oh no.
Can I assist Claymore?
I mean, you can help. Yes.
So I roll plus links to assist, right?
Yes. You roll plus links with him.
That's good.
On hit, you give him +1 forward.
Okay, my cell is 0. It's my mind that's -1. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
But wait for a.
I'm like
Whoops,
miming
Yeah,
advice
you're
on
miming
what to say to
say.
Claymore.
I honestly believe Metatron would know what to say to a guy who sounds like a drug dealer who's high on his own supply.
No!
What's your links?
No,
Wait.
it's fine. That is an 8. Because I
Okay.
have link 4 with Claymore.
Oh yeah.
That should have rolled over, but yeah.
Should
But
I?
anyway.
So
We may
the
not have
only
rolled it otherwise.
possible failure was Snake Eyes.
All right. So you are implicated in the results, but Claymore does have a +1. So
Alright, well, that
Roll your
Karmically,
fate.
this feels deserved.
Well, let's see what we get. Also an 8.
Better than me.
Oh no.
all right. Oh, somebody notices. Advance the appropriate clock. Well, it's not.
I don't think it's the action
But I
clock.
would
no.
I would advance the for normal circumstances I would advance the Canyon's threat for this. But he's just like, well, that's not very fast. It's not very go fast money. But I don't really know what you could have done other than absorb the bullets with your body. Did you absorb the bullets with your body?
Someone did, yes, actually. Just didn't get them all.
Yes, that's Metatron helping. Not me. Keep asking for anything better than that. I'll just have to have a talk with Los Dragos about the payout. And if they complain to you, remember, tell them Mr. Speed said it was go fast money. Ding! You hear the audible ding on the phone call. Anyway, gotta go. Got hookers and blow to do. Bye. Click.
Oh, might have to
I'm
talk with
really
Los.
tempted to declare Mr. Speed as a cunt.
Might have to
But I'm not
have a
going
talk with
to.
Los Drogos when we get back, but I don't think there'll be any problem, at least on the drop off. That's a problem for tomorrow. That's a problem for tomorrow, Claymore. Ominously rack submachine gun.
Does Claymore trust himself, even not himself?
I'm sorry, what'd you say there, Alex?
He
Yeah,
did the version
Claymore
of trust no
trusts
one, not
himself.
yourself meme. Does Claymore trust himself, even himself?
Does Claymore trust does Claymore trust even Robot Claymore?
What? Claymore trusts Claymore, even when he's not Claymore.
Good.
So instead of Claymore pointing the gun at himself, it's just Claymore turns around and gives himself the Predator handshake.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
If Thor ever gets cloned.
So after that hullabaloo, things probably calm down for like a decent, probably like another half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you guys get out of the mountains and get into the desert. If you guys want to do anything in your meantime, change up any of your operations.
Where's the Deseret agents at this point?
They went back up to the front.
Okay.
They do not appear to have been back after this.
Probably at some point, Wolf would probably call back ask Claymore to send a few of the little blades back so we can get something to eat.
I will do that.
Yep.
And yeah, Wolf will kind of head up, kind of see the rest of the train and get some food from the dining car.
All right. When you arrive at the lounge car, the pre-established group of people appears not there. Like they finally, shook off there. SKR also hasn't returned. You do see the senior Deseret agent nursing a sarsaparilla. And so you have an opportunity to go, grab yourself food and drink.
Yep, I'll grab something simple and non-alcoholic.
Yeah, you can grab soda, water, whatever, and then any kind of little either sandwiches or like a bento box or anything. And like I said, it's all pre-packed, but it's decent.
Yeah. Better than rations.
And as you're turning to go, you hear over your shoulder, what is... Actually, no, I wouldn't say that. It would just be like, yo, Aniki. Talking to you.
Wolf will turn to look at whoever spoke.
It's Tigre. He's looking a little surprised. He's like, I didn't realize you were on this ride too.
I've been focusing on my job. But everyone's got to eat.
Yeah, too true. Boy, I haven't seen you since I was running with the Hiryukai. So identifying which, family, clan of the Yakuza he used to work with. Boy, it's just one of those days, huh?
I'll kind of look him up and down. Do I recognize him?
Yeah, you would probably know Tigre. He works at Yakuza. You've probably either met him in your previous freelancing or may even have seen him around at some of the temples in the Bay Area.
Okay.
He is, like yourself, ethnically Japanese. Like I said, he's probably in his mid to late 20s, so he would have been very young during the war and the Exodus, and now he's, an adult. He joined a Yakuza family. He has apparently left the Yakuza family. So you've probably seen him around. May even have, known him from some of your own wanderings in the Refugee Hood as, like, a snot-nosed teenager.
Is he sitting down at the moment, or he did?
No, he walked back in. If you gesture to take a seat, he might take a sitter.
Yeah, I'll kind of chat with him a bit, and if he's not busy.
Yeah. He pulls out a cigarette. He offers you a smoke as well.
I'll decline.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's been a heck of a trip, Just run a little security, but it's all kind of crazy stuff.
Doing the same. Yeah, there was a little bit of a shakeup, but seems like it mostly died down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Train got a few bullet holes from what I hear. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. You still working alone or tap some cigarette ash?
I do whatever the job requires.
All right, cool. An answer that's not an answer. That's nice. That's good. I mean, I'll phrase it this way. I'm asking in particular because I'm trying to establish, what you call it, a roster of the situation. I'm building a cork board in my mind palace. He does a head expanding kind of gesture with this. And I really want to know what's up, because kind of leans in a little sotto voce. Probably switches to Japanese. Probably been speaking in like pidgin before, mixing between the two, much like Claymore. Cause I got a little something going on. You might have heard of Akane-chan. When I split from the family, she really, bailed me out, set me up with independent work. So I got some guys. I know. I got some bros, okay? And, we're doing a line on some work. Not just taking a day trip to Vegas. Somebody cracks a soda at the bar. I got some guys. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter. But there's a lot of serious business people on this train, Aniki. He kind of, flicks his cigarette ash off in the direction of the Deseret agent who's sitting there. Kind of flicks his a glance back towards the cars, and the side of the bar where the SKR guys were sitting earlier. There's a lot of action on this train, and I'm just like trying to ask you, as one, Japanese brother to another, are we on the same side on this train?
No, we're on our own sides. Doesn't mean we have to be enemies.
Well, for what I understand, there are some more other things to worry about on the train than whatever little bits our paths might cross. I definitely won't be drawing my blade on you unless you do it first, so.
Well, I would never.
Look, as long as we're not your guys' job, I don't care.
All right, no. In that case, I hope there's some how you say in English, some bad hombres on this train.
Oh
Some of
yeah.
my friends been walking up and down, noticing some guys packing some heat.
I was just like, he's gonna be having to be a lot more specific than that.
Well,
Definitely speaking in Japanese at this point.
Yeah.
From the north.
Yep, that's the bulk of them.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on
Okay,
them.
those bad hombres got it.
There's also a few guys I saw with a guy with a cyber eye. He gestures to the side of his head, which is where Odin's cyber eye is. They're not packing as much heat, but I've seen a few of them wandering around. Also,
Yeah.
I should say,
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on them also.
yeah. All right. I kind of figured, any boys who look like they maybe been through the Suzaku ringer probably ain't too much trouble to little old me, but it's always worth to, touch your bases, show your respect.
Indeed. You never know when it can all come together and create a shit show.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll let my friends, my bros know that we're cool, obviously, and to keep cool with your guys, your bros.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Oh, and whenever actually, that's a good question. Would he? Currently, does this version of Wolf? Do you have any? Do you have like a cyber deck and any hacking stuff on you right now?
No.
Okay, yeah. So, Tigre would phrase it as, "Oh, also, I should say, you know, uh, he probably like, flicks out, reaches into a pocket of his his pants, his snakeskin pants, pulls out a couple of Pacific and dollar coins, and sets him down and says, pass these along to your hacker. My boy Pi is he's sorry about anything that any confusion may have happened earlier.
I'll pass that
Wanna
along.
let him know that he accepts he's lost the bet. All right.
Yes.
Till next time.
See you next time, Aniki. Hey,
Yeah,
come on
no,
down to the Drunken Rooster sometime. We'll sing karaoke.
I'll
I'm
think about
practicing.
that once we get back to the bay.
Hey, more finger guns.
All right, I'll head
No,
back
that's
to
what you
the.
did. Yeah.
I'll head back to the others now.
Yep.
I'll walk over and just kind of set the coins on Metatron's chest.
Wow. What'd I do?
What do you do?
Apparently, bested Tiger's hacker.
That. No, they weren't bad, but there's a reason I get paid the big money.
I did talk to Tiger a bit when I went up to get some food, and
I'm sorry, when he says well, I get paid the big money, I just this kind of wait a minute.
Well, hey, he just made 2 whole Pacifican dollars.
How much Pacific dollars in our cred?
Not even.
I don't know how much he
like
actually makes.
0.00.
It's like, wait a minute, aren't you the son of like a super powerful CEO? Don't you just have the power of nepotism like all up on your side?
Technically, yes, but I also like to make my own
I think that's what he's bleeding instead of blood.
money. And bleeding nepotism. Also, if you aren't useless in my family, you don't get to live in Pacifica.
Fair enough.
You live in New Orleans.
In the bayou.
You live in the bayou.
Or you learn
I
to
did
kill
talk
like
to
Black
Tigre a
Corpus.
bit, and we kind of made an agreement to stay out of each other's way here on the train.
Oh, know him, do you?
Yeah.
I've ran to a bit down in the refuge in the bay.
Okay.
Bit younger, but at least he got to actually out of the Yakuza before it got its real grip in him.
Tigre does still have all his fingers.
Still doesn't know a great bit about style though, but maybe I'm just old fashioned.
I mean, I can say for a fact that Tigre thinks Tigre looks cool.
It reminds me of Kaito, actually, from that stuff. Or Kaito from Judgment.
But
No,
Tigre
he's got the
mentioned
good
that he's noticed the problem from up north that we know about. So if things go down, at least we know he knows to shoot the terrorists. I can only assume.
I mean, I feel like the bold assumption is that he shoots people.
Well, he does have a team backing him up, so.
That's true. All right. Anything else in this moment of conversation?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Then, as I said, time moves on. You guys are probably about half-ish way through your trip because it's a pretty straight shot to Vegas, so it's not that time consuming. You guys are now in the deserty area, and before you get on kind of your straightaway in, I did double check the sat maps, and yes, it's your lucky day, Claymore. You are gonna pass by a lake,
Hella.
and you will be passing by that lake very shortly.
All right, cool.
Everything's turning up Claymore.
I don't think so. If everything's turning up Claymore, my
Yeah, I kind of did a the back and forth gesture.
Mm-hmm.
And
Needing to
That's
call the guy
funny.
about the cocaine's not really optimal.
the what?
I said needing to call the guy about the cocaine's not exactly optimal.
But all right. I need to. This is a lot of crates of crates. You know what? No, I could probably do it by myself. I got strength. I got speed. I can just eat them.
Power
I can
armor?
help.
So is it
No.
Mono Lake or Walker Lake that we're tossing them into?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I was just looking at the map, so.
There
It'd
were a
probably
couple.
be near. Wait, we're going to Vegas. Probably be either the Colorado River or Mojave.
No, those are way too far over.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
assuming
right, we're
that
coming
we
from the
are
other. I'm stupid.
assuming that we
Yeah.
went like kind of Tahoe West to cross over the mountains and then are heading along the range down towards Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
I vote Tahoe. Wait, what time of year is it?
I think we're past Tahoe.
Yeah.
So. Anyway,
Is it winter?
nonsensical.
Doesn't matter.
No, because Lake Tahoe be frozen.
I think the Mono Lake was the one I was thinking of when I looked at this map.
Okay.
It's nice and big and round.
Yep.
Because Tahoe is up high. Ish.
But yes, so Metatron's offering to help shove pallets.
I have a strong synth.
Yeah, he's got limbs. So yeah, you guys just gonna slide open the door again and just heave pallets?
Yes.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll. I'm just
Fucking
pallet
heat.
number 1. 1, 2, 3.
Just
And they blub into the briny deep, where hopefully they will never be seen again.
yeah.
Or if they are, they will suffer horrific water damage.
A webbed hand grabs one of the guys and it slowly sinks.
A Mirelurk pops out and says, "Yo, thanks for the gat." No. Yeah, they go in the lake. You guys do have to work quickly because you've probably got like a 5-minute window. As you know, you're clipping along at high speed, but you go around the bend and just it goes out. All right, okay. So yeah, you guys are about halfway through. You got about an hour left, and it should just be a straight shot to Vegas. Yeah, I'll take a quick break and step away. How long have we gone? 2.5? Okay, yeah, it's about time to wrap this up. Not like fully wrap up, but you know what I mean. Get to the climax. I'm gonna pause it for a second, step back, and when Aren gets back, I'll double check where everybody's position is.
Wait, is this
before we go
real?
next. What?
Hold on, I just got sent a video that I need to post because I don't know if it's real or not.
Well, I've paused my audio, so
Alrighty.
that's okay. I got a little left. We'll live. All right. Okay, so like I said, you're about halfway through. You got about an hour-ish left on your straight shot. Where is everybody kind of going after you resume your position and close up those pallets?
I mean, once we're done dumping, I'm gonna. No, it's not worth compromising the mission. Never mind. I was gonna do something, but
Play it safe.
I'm worried about that spider tank.
that's what I was gonna do.
Well, I believe that may be coming to a head very shortly.
And Wolf's going to be heading back to his.
Do we know where
Lost
do we know
button.
where the do we know where the which train car that one's situated in?
Yep, that's the one of the flatbeds way at the back.
Way at the back, huh? And we've not seen any of the quote unquote Bloody Leaf members moving through the train at all.
There may have been some back and forth agitation during the shooting, but not yet. No.
Well, Claymore will put it through comms. Yo, We gonna do anything about the? We gonna do anything about the spider tank? That
I
thing's
mean,
that thing's a bomb in more ways than one.
I can't access it remotely. I tried earlier, so one would have to go up to it.
It would be rather difficult to get to it while we are in motion. It is on a flatbed.
I believe me or most likely Wolf would have the best chance of accessing it. Can Omega rules question, or basically universe question. Stream decks are like part of you, right?
Nope. Cyberdeck is it's a piece of hardware.
Okay, so
It's
can
external.
someone plug someone else's cyberdeck into something?
Yep. You could do that.
Okay.
Well, it's like we don't have to be stealthy about it. I got my power armor here. I got a big gun. I could just go start slapping dudes off the train, and we take the damn tank for ourselves.
It's your call.
Nah, this is Odin's job, though.
Yep. Odin, you're presumably back in your seat, so
I guess overcome. Go.
I will say that if we do go start confronting the tank back there, then who knows what the members in the passenger cars will start doing.
Well, call me crazy, but I think it's usually protect thine ass. There's not a lot of heroes out there that'll go run towards a
Well,
gunfight if they don't
we
have
should
to.
probably just make sure it's not their job to steal it.
What? Steal what?
The tank.
Who steals the tank?
The other team.
Well, if you talk to Tigre, did he say anything about what their job was here?
No, just like I didn't reveal what ours was.
Actually, out of character, didn't they say something about security?
that's what he phrased it as. But you
Yeah,
might
he
take
said
that as just
security,
what
but-
Tigre's role is.
Hard to say what exactly that means.
He's a big punchy boy.
I mean, if we get rid of the bloody leaves, the tank becomes less of a problem.
Except for whatever bloody leaves might already still be back with the tank. But I do agree that we should probably deal with that hardware. Having it in the bloody leaf's hands is not a good thing. But I'm open to exact suggestions on how we deal with it.
My suggestion is the direct route. That's my 2 cents. Odin?
In my mind, the two options is Wolf, I guess, puts a probe in it, and then Metatron holds it from there, or we let you do what you do. Honestly, if the blades stay over here with me, and if anything gets a bit worse, I think we can at least keep it down while you're busy.
Odin, you are just a. Sorry, I'm double checking for my end. You're having this conversation back at your seat in the passenger section, right? You're back at where you started, basically.
Yeah, I think by this I'm probably going back down to have this face to face, just so I don't get any looks.
Okay. So Odin, you're talking this through on this as you're making your way down the train. Claymore, you get a call from one of the bleeds. And they're basically like, boss, looks like some stuff is happening. A lot of those northerner folk are standing up and getting their carry-ons.
Shit.
I hear that from
No, it's like Claymore is just gonna be like, no, I'm preventing a situation now. Claymore orders this game, subdue them.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna fire this off. I would like you to roll. Mix it
Go
up
draw
with
my
your gang.
magnum and start walking.
What would I roll with this? Just
Well, if we're
meat?
following the same logic that Metatron rolled earlier, it would be meat.
Meat.
You are mixing it up. You're using violence against an armed force to seize control. You are trying to take control of the train before the Bloody Leaf does. Let me actually double check my.
I was going to say I feel like it's heavily on task because you're preventing people from taking ours.
Okay,
But-
yes. They are technically a medium-sized gang, but I don't think that would matter until we get to harm.
So I have the +1. Yeah.
Because basically, what was about to be happening, why that, there's that was what's going on. What you do is basically the Bloody Leaf guys who are all up front are gonna pull their carry-ons where they're gonna reveal their guns and would take control of the train.
Well, they're in the passenger cars.
Well,
A
think
decent number of them are.
yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
split up like us.
Okay.
This again.
I'm gonna head towards the back of the train.
Yep. that
Well,
seems fair.
no, Metatron, Claymore. Well, actually, no. I guess let me see what happens.
Yeah,
After this
we
roll.
will resolve this in order. What's happening first is Claymore, shouts out, "Subdue them."
9. I choose 2.
So you are gonna keep control of the train and stop an incident from breaking out in the passenger cars. But you get the 2.
So I'll have an ally takes harm as established by the fiction, and you make too much noise. Advance the relevant mission clock.
Okay. All right.
Swear to God, Omega.
No. This will be the gang.
Yeah.
Because technically the little blades are going to be outnumbered, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. Gangs take harm a little differently. But basically, and they're a bigger gang, so they're taking one less and inflicting one more. But you also did get them before they got out their guns, so they're like fighting with fists. Does your gang have armor?
Armor
Claymore?
1.
Okay, so yeah, they would basically suffer 1 actual harm, which I think the way that works for gangs is like, beaten up, bruised, maybe a couple of guys with some broken bones, but nothing permanent.
Mhm.
So like, it turns into a tussle. The Bloody Leaf guys try to draw their guns. This does not work because the blades are already, armed and armored, and are able to take them down. There are 2 harm normally, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you don't get any extra harmable arm off Mix It Up. So they would only take the 1 harm. They're not fully kitted out, so I won't say they're armed yet. So, like, basically, you are in tactical control of the train. A decent number of those guys, like the Bloody Leaf, are actually being sat on, but you currently have an issue where you don't have enough bodies, basically. There are more Bloody Leafs than your guys, so you're trying to physically restrain them. They're not, like, in control of the train. They're not able to actually get out their guns, but there's probably, like, 6 or 8 of them basically loose. And you're going to need to, like, do something else with the situation to corral them, like, tell Odin to call rail security on them or something.
No, actually,
But-
I have an idea, but
Okay. But I need to say that because you picked advance the relative mission clock, that means we hit midnight on the action clock.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
So from the back of the train, Metatron, you're going out, you're running back. Wolf, maybe you take a dramatic look, out onto the flatbed cars.
One's out the window.
Yeah, look out a window as that chameleon cloak tarp flips off and just the whole train like shakes and vibrates. So the spider tank is active and it is crawling its way up the ass of this train. You are now no longer in because the action clock is maxed out. basically, we are now no longer in a concern about the job. You guys are in a concern about getting killed by a spider tank.
What's a Chimera fight? Okay.
So you need to wrap this Tsuchigumo and Bloody Leaf situation up if you want to have any hope of closing the job. Actually, honestly, if you have any hope of not getting out of this with broken bones and being lost in the desert. So we've flipped the action switch.
All right.
Or do you need a rocket launcher?
It's like, no. What I need is I need you. I need you to go up front, try and get control of those guys out there. Talk to the Stone Rared, see if they'd be willing to get a hand. You know, promise a favor or a gig, something. We need extra bodies.
On it.
Metatron, you come in. Where's Wolf actually?
Wolf is in the back of the.
He's in the back of the
back
boxcars.
boxcars,
Like, not
yeah.
actually
I'm
out in
trying
the
to
flat
rendezvous
beds, but
with Wolf.
So you guys so you guys are both up ahead. Okay.
No, they're back.
Well, no,
Oh, back
I'm,
behind.
like,
You're not.
in the
You
same-
guys are not with me.
No, I am with you. I'm literally like, because we paused in the middle of this. I'm literally like turning that way, but I haven't.
Yeah,
moved.
Okay.
Metatron has drawn his gun and is like going out the back door, basically.
Thing it out. I would like to spend a point of gear.
Oh yeah, what do you want?
So I had a briefcase with me the entire time.
Briefcase.
Of course.
That says "from brother."
Oh boy, what's in the briefcase?
So I would like to pull out a foldable handheld rail cannon.
All right, sure. Yeah, you got a railgun.
Let's see here. Where is the?
How do I work this thing?
It has very big yellow labels with what switches. All right.
I swear to God, if I
But,
could.
okay. Well, while he's figuring out that, Claymore once again suits up,
All right. Yeah.
and it's all like, and Claymore will pass on the comms. Wolf, I'm gonna need you to hold back until I bring the wrecking ball, and Claymore is going to barrel down towards the.
Sir, you just gonna pop on, get out on top?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
I will be coming. I
Normal
will not be
ones,
doing
yes.
that. I will be
Like a normal
going
person.
under where Claymore is because I'm not in power armor.
Well, actually,
Alright, so, yeah.
wait. Actually, from here, do I have a line of sight on it?
I mean, yeah, it's on a flatbed. Yeah, it's out there. Also, it has line of sight to you.
That's fine.
As
So
like, it starts crawling. You do see there's probably about half a dozen, Bloody Leaf guys left. These guys were back with the flatbed, so they're fully kitted out. They're like wearing, tack gear, helmets, rifles, and SMGs, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot less of them than there would be.
all right. So Claymore then will do a fighting advance.
Right.
So yeah, my rifle is where is it? Doot. I think it says it's like. Oh god, I keep remembering I wrote it in a word place because it's technically a move. Yeah, near
Yeah, the
far
custom weapon.
EX, so yeah, no, I am gonna be focusing on stopping that spider tank. Trying
Alright.
to hit something critical, hit its joints, slow it down. I don't need it crawling all over here. Maybe like putting some shots in its weapon system, sensors. I don't know how much armor this thing does.
So Odin, you've been asked to go up front and grab some assistance. So what
okay.
are you doing while the rest of these guys are charging back? Because like I said, you can hear the train shaking, you can hear the scuffling and fighting, probably see the fighting because you were moving up towards the lounge yourself. As the blades pop out of nowhere and start punching, probably occasionally shivving some of the Bloody Leaf guys. Chaos takes the train.
I think I'm like sprinting through, or
Yeah.
as sprinting without stumbling myself, but
Yeah.
upfront is enough to, I guess, see if there's anyone capable, like the Stillwater, or maybe the other group, depending. We'll see how that goes. Because sadly, it's now everyone on the train versus those taking it over. So
Okay. So, you can meet the SKR probably first because you probably see a couple of them in the lounge car who are basically coming back once again. Monofilament Zweihanders drawn and are like, "What is happening? You friends, what's going on here?"
we got a terrorist group back in the back of the train taking over a giant. I think actually Odin says the novel number of the tank.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll fast talk. You were trying to convince these guys to help you out.
Don't know that anything will like. I don't know. I don't think anything with this.
I don't think we revealed anything about these guys. I think it's just straight.
That's an 8 again.
Okay, no, that's fine. The SKR threat clock will advance. Because, they're getting juice.
It's like I guess assist doing something about it, or I don't know if we're all making off this train.
Yeah, so there's like a brief, very Teutonic huddle.
Teutonic huddle.
I've no other way of describing how the SKR is rolling at this. Let's talk over there. Okay. And they're only at 1,800, by the way. But they're just like, okay, yeah, we must protect the client. Clearly the squad leader comes through. They're like, okay.
Let's we pissed off anyone else.
It's just like, Franz. All right, so we need to get you back to the cargo to get your hard suits. My men will secure the passenger compartments.
All right.
Basically, you said they were a terrorist group, so they'll ask you for identifiers, and you mark out the bloody leaf. So yeah, basically, again, the SKR like their marketing, like I said, invokes like chivalric knights and crusaders. They are very, very much embodying that stereotype of the stern Germanic. They are stoic. Their uniforms are very, clean cut. Like I said, I've described before. Their look is a little fashy, even if they don't necessarily engage
more
directly
like-
in fascist ideology.
It makes you think like Weimar Republic kind of stuff.
Yeah, like
You realize
they're
that is
very
fascist, right?
slick militarist.
I mean, technically that was before the transition.
I actually know how fascist the Weimar Republic was.
We're fairly okay.
There was a lot of
There's
stuff
a
going on
reason
in
the
Europe.
Nazis were able to gain power.
Yeah,
Let's put
there's
it
some
that
back
way.
and forth, but like they are definitely not, as far as anybody knows, explicitly ethno-fascist. We'll say.
Well, yeah, no, they're
but,
not quite as genocidal as the Nazis, which is the
they're
bar
they're
that is
dripped out.
lower than anything I've ever heard.
And these guys, just like I said, they just take like a fucking squad advance, forming like a phalanx with long swords and just weigh in. And any bloody leaf guy in the passenger compartment who gets in their way, gets body checked. Hit him with the handle or the cross guard, slap him with the flat. Some of them probably do get slashed or cut or stabbed, because you can use this Y-hander in a lot of ways. And yeah, so that's that part down. So you can we'll check back in with where you want to go with your next step.
I guess go say hi to a friend.
But yeah, okay, yes, Odin, you are just bum rushing towards the target. Not Odin, Claymore's bum rushing towards the target. Odin's moving away from the target technically because you're looking for more assistance. So then, Claymore, let us have you. Yeah, no, I think you're. Actually, I mean, I guess I should clarify. So, there's a couple ways we could play this. If you wanted to suppress and lock down the tank, that would technically be play hardball. You are basically going to shoot in its direction and be like, hey, if you come out here, I'm going to get you. Or you can attempt to seize control of the objective, which is to attempt to, hold and secure this train against those guys.
Hang hang on.
which is more of mix it up.
Let me double check my character. Let me see if I have something that lets me. Yeah. Yeah, when you play hardball, roll synth. Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. I was like, I'm not sure I can fucking take down.
I think you roll synth for all this.
Almost, yeah. But no, like I said, Claymore's not sure he can just take it out, but he is going to make them really think it's a bad idea to keep going forward with, this menacing man with a fucking giant rifle on the rooftop.
Yep, that's fair. All right, roll hardball.
Okay.
Roll to play hardball. As you are basically running, jumping between cars, popping shots. You pass over the RGC car, and they are just like, what the fuck? Loading shotguns, powering up drones.
Oh, nice.
All right, 10. For NPCs, they just do it.
So I am locking them down.
Yes. You have suppressed them. The Bloody Leaf guys, nor the tank, and you are not 100% sure if the tank is piloted or running in autonomous mode. But no matter what, the tank and the guys are not willing to brave your. I think the only way I can explain the way the plus harm works with linked is like it's supposed to be like hyper accurate fire.
Mm-hmm.
So like your shots are like laser focused. You probably like drill a couple of guys' weapons as part of this suppressing process, and so they are just absolutely locked down on those flatbeds. So Metatron, you are caught up to Wolf. You guys are in the back car with the chickens. The chickens are very distressed, so you guys can think about what you're doing next. So Claymore, they decide to do what's probably dumb, but is the thing you do when you're face down with an angry Claymore. You see from where it's hunkered down, the tail of that Tsuchigumo comes up like a scorpion and just clunk.
This is the scorpion from Final Fantasy VII.
There's a tank cannon circling down on you. I mean, no, it's the scorpion-shaped tank from Ghost in the Shell. But it's gonna raise its tank cannon and aim it at you. What are you doing? It can't move, but it can shoot tank shells at you. Also, I think this "what are you doing" extends to Wolf and Metatron as well.
Little did everyone know, but Claymore clearly plays Final Fantasy 14, and mains Dragoon. So, guess what? Best way to keep them from getting a target is by moving quickly, and what better direction than is forward? So, Claymore is going to start sprinting towards the tank.
All right, roll act under pressure to get into cover.
Let me double check something here real quick.
This is where Claymore rolls Snake Eyes, and the reason why he has to get a cyborg body is because he got pasted by a tank.
No, Claymore, don't walk into the mechanic.
What is this piss bottle doing here?
I mean, this would definitely be a mechanic where, like, the whole train is just an orange line you have to get in cover.
Yeah,
okay, so I have
know
to
what you're
ask,
doing.
does the tank or whoever's piling it have, what is it, synthetic nerves?
No, probably not.
All right, do I still have the
Like I
plus
said,
one
extend
forward
this
from
to-
whatever Axe said?
What were your orders
I do not
to
remember.
Claymore?
Protect the payload.
You're protecting the whole train from being destroyed.
No, he's protecting himself. I don't think you get that plus one.
Okay.
He's trying not to get shot. Also, like I said, Wolf, Metatron, think about what you're doing. next.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Wolf is jumping out and joining Claymore and advancing on the enemy.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll your act under pressure as well? Claymore, you're fine. You're just fucking and you sprint and you power slide onto the first flatbed car as pong.
I would like to help Wolf with his roll.
Sure, go ahead and roll your plus your links.
All
You are
right.
cover.
Let me double check my links with Wolf. I don't think it's that much, but
And as you guys see it do the cool thing from Ghost in the Shell, where like the backside of the tail, slides open, ejects the shell, slots in. You can hear the auto loader working. Metatron, what are you about? Wolf throws open the door and gets out there.
I do not help. I am sorry.
Okay.
So How many cars are behind us?
So you guys are at the head of the flatbeds. I said that was about half the cargo, so there's about 6 of them. This thing is probably only like halfway up the flatbeds before Claymore suppressed it.
I hope
But
you both can forgive me for this. I'm gonna look at the links between the cars and find one. I'm gonna take out my blade and I'm gonna slice the link to the box cars or to the flatbeds.
that can work. You are going to have to roll something for that. But first, Wolf gets a partial hit.
Yeah.
Okay, you can jump out into position and be in cover. But I mean, I think actually I was thinking of a different way to do this, but no, the best way to do this is as you are sliding out, you can see Metatron looks at the maglev link and is flicking open his thermal blade arm, and he's probably just going to cut the link behind you. Do you want to still go out there?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Hmm. Metatron, I'd like you to roll mix it up. Use your synth this time because you're using your
Oh
robot
yeah,
arm.
no, I mean,
But you
this
you are
makes sense
you
to
are
use
seizing
synth for.
control of the train link with violence.
For the good of the mission.
Considering they're firing tank shells, it is probably better if they are no longer attached to your train.
That would be a 13.
All right, okay, no, Metatron, for I think the first time almost ever, you are able to deploy your blade successfully and use it properly. And these maglev connectors are very well rated. They probably are electromagnetic in their own right. They're not rated for this thing, as you just like a knife through butter. Shink.
It's dangerous, messy, and
Yeah.
very high
Yeah,
damage.
there's sparks and slag and stuff that shoots up, but Metatron and Wolf, you guys can feel the sudden jolt as your connection is severed and your train cars start to decelerate. Safely decelerate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mentioned before, there
I'm not on the
are
one
you
that's
talked about separating
I'm
cars
not on that
before.
side. Just
There
gonna
are
clarify.
there are automated features for these things to decelerate safely if they are disconnected. So they are basically activating their auto brake mode and are going to come to a halt eventually.
No.
And also, yes, Metatron. Which side did you say you're on of the severing?
I'm on the train side
Okay,
because
yeah.
uh, I trust Claymore could get back to the train. I can't.
If Claymore could steal it, hi. All we need to do is let Claymore get up there with some frag grenades and press X to hijack. One for a Loth and X, maybe. All right, okay. So that's your situation. Claymore and Wolf, what are you doing? You are separated. You are decelerating. There's still, half a dozen angry, bloody leafers and a tank on the end.
Claymore just looks back and just kind of goes, fuck. But he's gonna turn around. Oh, is there a way to tell if? Is there a way to tell if we can? Is there a way to tell if we can know that the tank's being remote piloted or actually has a pilot in it?
That sounds like you're closely studying this situation. I'd like you to roll me assess.
I will roll an assess.
Wolf is there. He can assist you if he's got good links with you.
I can try. Only got +1, but
D6 plus. Well,
8. Do not know if that helps or not.
It's +1.
Okay,
I'll
good.
take it.
Or yeah, he gets +1 forward.
But
you are subject to whatever bad thing happens if Claymore does assess.
solid.
No, no bad thing. You got 3.
All right. So looking at the assess list, how is the spider tank vulnerable to me?
Okay, you've normally you're used to fighting with Tsuchigumo type tanks in your history. But you've had to work around these. And basically the problem is the same one that is encountered in that episode of Ghost in the Shell. There probably is somebody in the tank, and if there's not somebody in the tank, your best bet is to just run up there, climb on the back where it can't shoot you because it's only got forward-facing machine guns. It doesn't have its little. Remember, it's supposed to have like
Sensors.
scorpion type like gripper claws. Those are removed. So the only thing it could do is try to like club you in the side of the head with its tank cannon, but it's not going to do that because it's not supposed to do that because that would be a thing you'd hit yourself with. So if you can get on the back of this thing, it basically can't do anything unless it wants to like commit suicide and jump off the tank and jump off the train and like squish you. And then you can just access the pilot compartment.
All right.
So yeah, that's how it's most vulnerable to you.
All right. Let me see here. And where can I gain the most advantage?
Where can you gain the most advantage? I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. It doesn't make any other answers. No, I'll answer it as honestly as I can at the time, and then you can figure out the rest of your questions. Where can you gain the most advantage? Forward.
Let's go.
You, especially now that you're severed, being back here, no advantage. The farther you are away, the more likely that the tank will decide it is better to just blow your ass up and move on with its life. It's tank.
Right.
The closer you are, the less likely it will be willing to do a danger close.
All right, and just so I get no surprises, what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Yeah, we'll make it explicit then. Yes, there is an operator in the tank.
Okay, perfect. All right, well...
You actually do a head count and realize that there should be 6 Bloody Leaf guys out here. There are only 5 little red murder berets, so...
All right.
Can we agree that we hate the Bloody Leaf?
Anyway, Wolf, you think you could take on those 5 chumps? I'm gonna 1v1 me a tank.
Sounds like a challenge. As I pull out my monofilament whip.
Cool. Claymore is going to, shoulder his rifle and, just get into a sprinting position.
Yep.
And it's all like, ready, steady, go! And he is just going to, no defense, no offense, only sprint. He is going to get on top of that tank.
Clank, 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 clank. All right. Wolf, what are you doing in this moment?
I am going to engage the Bloody Leaf. So...
All right. You
that's...
roll to mix it up.
Yep.
And Claymore, I'd like you to roll to act under pressure. Go fast. Eat ass.
Okay, so I'm
Smoke grass.
going to...
Do the Bloody Leaf have synthetic nerves?
No.
Okay.
They are not averse to cyberization, but they are not... these guys are not heavily cyberized.
I am a fool!
No, never mind.
Nice.
That be...
All right. Yeah, it gets off like one more panic shot that goes high. So it blows up a dude in the desert. Pong! Pow! Hey, what's the harm on your monofilament?
I believe it's 4.
4. What are all the tags on the monofilament whip actually? Is it like armor piercing and stuff?
Let's see.
It's messy. No, it's dangerous, messy. I think it is armor piercing as well.
No, it's messy area, dangerous. That's the implant one, but yeah, it'd be messy area, dangerous.
Operated.
Yeah.
All right, it's an area.
I know that because it's what my sword is based off of.
All right, so technically they are probably armor 1, and they are a gang, and because there are at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
So they suffer 1 less harm unless you also have a move that makes you count as a gang.
Nope, I have not taken that one.
However, you're using a monofilament whip, so they're
Area.
losing this fight, and they're getting pretty decently fucked up this way. Like chunks of their tack vest and the strike plates are just flying out there. You know, maybe a couple of, you know, fingers, limbs, weapons and stuff catch somebody's ear. They're not having a good time. They're not like down for the count, but they are not going to be able to put up any resistance to you or to Claymore. And like I said, Claymore, you just bum rush past these guys and just, you know, servo assisted jump, whoop, which makes, of course, the whole maglev train, you know, dip and shudder, probably, you know, bleed another chunk of your speed, and clang, you're on the back of this tank. It's, you know, jittering, scuttling around, trying to shake you. You know, it does the trick where it tries to lean the gun forward and like smack you with it, but you just duck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you do now?
I'm gonna make my way over to pilot hatch, and I'm gonna pop that shit open, whether or not the pilot wants it.
They never do.
Yeah, roll mix it up. That's the best way to do this. You're using your violence to seize the hatch.
Am I still acting under the am I still acting under the effects of my assess here?
Yeah, no, you're assessing.
All right. 2d6. Yeah, I'm using my cyber arms, which is so that'll be +4. So as long as I don't get anything fucking stupid, I should be okay. Nice.
Yeah, no. It's the classic. You reach down, you grip the axis handle, and you know, you can feel the servo assist in your power armor straining. You can feel your cyber limbs, you know, maxing out, and then just pam, the hatch just comes off.
Claymore is going to reach in, grab the dude, and literally toss them off the train. Claymore is then going to dump his power armor. I'm sorry if it falls off the fucking train, and I'm getting inside of it.
Yep.
We'll see if the power armor survives later.
Assuming direct control. Omega.
Yeah.
Can I see Claymore do that? Please don't.
Maybe a little. I mean,
okay.
Can you see him do that? Like, are you saying you're like looking through your, you know, your collapsible railgun, you know?
Scope, yes.
Yeah, no, you can see him do that through that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna shoot the tank then.
Yeah. All right, Claymore, you are in control.
I will now clear the. I will. How good is my articulation with the legs?
Decent. It's supposed to go over rough terrain. You know, you can use it to like tap, push, sweep.
I will sweep the rest of the guys off.
If they weren't obliterated by the sheer force of being swept by a tank leg, they are, you know, when the rapid deceleration comes.
Okay. Well, now we have a second. Well, fuck. Well, there's no way I'm pretty sure we can't go fucking 200 miles per hour.
No, the off-road speed of this thing, even if it probably has like a cruise mode for highways. Like I think I talked about having like some deployable wheels. That's probably, you know, way slower on this desert route than the others. But you can at least follow the maglev track.
All right. Well,
we'll jump on it.
It's like I'm assuming this has some sort of external PA.
Yeah.
Claymore, Wolf, sorry to bother. Could you grab some of the straps and strap down my power armor? I don't want to lose it in the middle of the desert. I'm pretty sure there's not a cargo rack or anything, but yeah, just strap the power armor to the tail or something. I don't fucking care.
Wait, Lucky.
What?
Or Claymore. You could pull the flatbeds with the tank.
I don't know if I could do that. You gotta remember, this operates on a maglev system, which means they're floating magnetically. Without the magnets, they're just dragging on the ground.
Yeah, they're gonna run out of power and cease.
I'll pick it up.
Okay, but
no, there's plenty of cargo straps and racks. They can strap it to.
Yeah, just strap. Let's strap it. But yep, wait till Wolf is snug aboard, and we're just gonna after the train.
Wolf is
Um,
probably not piloting the power armor, but is sitting inside of it just as the safest spot to be to ride on top of the.
That's probably
tank?
decent because I'm gonna say this is probably not. I mean, you guys are both Singularity War vets, so this is not the worst ride you've ever had, but you are cruising through, Death Valley adjacent terrain.
Yeah.
Oh, was there any supplies like water or food? I don't know how long it's gonna take us to walk to fucking Vegas.
It's fully powered and it's got internal generators, so that's fine. There probably is a water supply for the pilot. I mean, you got access to all the flatbeds. You could probably if you want to. You're already not going to catch up to the train. If you want to take like 10 minutes to scavenge,
Yeah.
there's probably some canteens and shit. Jerry cans full of water and stuff. You guys can
Yeah, grab
throw
some
in
of
the
the
back.
stuff off the bloody leaf guys.
Yeah,
And,
we don't need a
well,
lot, but
those guys decelerated very rapidly. So
Oh yeah, fair enough.
and you attacked them with a monofilament whip. Most of their gear shot.
Yeah, I forgot that we were still moving at the time they got knocked
No,
off.
not the full 200, but not enough time passed for this thing to complete its braking maneuver. But
Yeah.
if you scrounge the flatbeds while it finishes emergency braking, you can, like I said, find a couple of big cans of water, that go on the back of this thing. There's probably, like I said, there's an emergency water supply and a storage box for like rations in the pilot compartment. So you guys can at least can cruise in. And this thing's roll speed, you're probably not gonna make it to Vegas until nightfall. Because it's you started at noon, you should arrive probably around 2-ish. Honestly, you might make the rest of the trip a little faster now that the train's one quarter lighter.
I'm probably gonna come back for them. I just don't know.
Well, we'll figure that out situation when we kind of do the wrap up. So you guys are on your way. I mean, if you guys wanted to barter faster travel, you could almost assuredly try and find beam down a nomad, an ARV group, or like find a rester or a dead town or something, and basically like barter the tank away for a ride. But I don't know if you want to do that.
Probably not.
But yeah, Metatron, does a silent salute, goes back to the car, sits back down on the couch. At some point, one of the little blades probably comes in to be like, "Hey, what happened?"
Claymore, he's fighting the tank. I think I saw him win.
That sounds about right.
I disconnected the flatbeds from the tank, so he's following us on either power armor or tank. I'm gonna guess tank.
All right, cool. Well, you'll just have to live with that when he catches back up with this little man, and then that guy's gonna go.
I could justify my decision perfectly.
All right, so yeah, basically we did hit the action clock max out, but you guys have extricated yourself from the situation. So like, Odin, you're up car.
From us, but
Column A. Odin, you're up car. The blades and the SKR have the remaining Leaf members in hand. At some point, you probably figure out from one of the blades what happened with the car getting disconnected because your comm hub man is far away now.
I don't know if he had the comms open when the shit was going down.
But yeah, so if you want to have your conversation, because I know you were angling to go talk to Sophia, I had some very funny lines for if you got some of them to help you, but as always, help is not necessary. There is only Claymore.
we don't need help. We have a Claymore.
This will not be as prevalent when we switch to Genesis, because I will not be able to do such absolute bullshit, unfortunately.
Even if
there'll be a lot less
real.
one roll resolution.
Even with 5 yellows, even like 5 yellows and like 4 blues, I don't think that you do it's like that.
But he's gonna get some triumph sometime. He'll still be scary. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, you picked her out as a contact, so you would know. These guys are fancy. They have the privacy compartments. So.
Oh, nice on them.
Yeah. If you still want to go have that talk.
I was gonna invite her around to like someplace in Vegas to at least just chat for like an hour, but I guess now's fine because I'm probably gonna have to go requisition a chopper. Get these two.
Yeah.
To get these two.
If you pop up to their private compartment, first of all, she greets you with a sawed-off shotgun, and then it's like, oh, that's you. Puts it away.
Been a few years, huh?
Yeah.
You okay if I have a seat?
Kind of leans her head down, looks back. I don't know. Are things calmed down? As the train, starts accelerating instead of decelerating. Weird. Is it the moon theme from DuckTales? Anyway, sorry. Odin's trying to roleplay.
Nothing special. I guess I'll take a seat and be like, oh, now that's out of the way.
Yeah. You're led into the compartment. It seems that so these are not sleeper compartments, but they are like closed cabins. So Sophia is in with. You're introduced to your pickpocket friend. That is Candide. And she's like, Candide, give me a second. All right, cool. I'll get you something from the cart. He leads away.
So what have you been busying yourself with?
Oh, little of this, little of that. Mostly been working with Little Red. Found some guys. They're pretty solid.
It seems so. Your runner might need a bit more
Everybody
work.
but Pie.
I don't think they want to meet me anyway, which is fine.
It's okay. He's a hacker. He's weird. It's fine.
I've never met one that's actually personable.
Hey, how fucking dare you? I am nothing but personable. That's literally my character.
Clearly
Personal is maybe
Metatron
not
is
the right
hacking
word,
your,
but
I've never met
Metatron's
one that it
definitely
like
not normal.
actually feels nice
No,
to
I'm
talk
not
to.
normal. I will not take offense to that. I am personable.
I've never met one that wasn't neurotic.
It's probably the computers in their brains. But you're not here to talk about, the oddities of hackers. What's the deal?
Nah,
You freelancing?
honestly, I was asking about that. I'm thinking of going in full time again.
What, with the company?
More of a. Remember when I talked about my mom all those years ago?
Yeah. We talked about lots of stuff from
Yeah,
before times.
I think I'm gonna actually follow through on that. And I was curious if you wanted to be a part of it once I put it in motion.
Well, I appreciate the line, but we do got a few mouths to feed. Or, kind of glances out the door. But, kind of gives you an aside glance. This isn't one of those, ultimatum type things.
No. I
figured.
I don't like to enforce it until it's actually the only thing left to do. Because, hey, when you know everything, you'll learn you'll learn what's more valuable than other things.
You parse that oddly, but I understand you. Knowledge is power in this biz. Well, I know a few things about you. You know a few things about me. Like how I'm, no longer practicing the legal profession. Kind of straightens her lapels.
Neither am I, technically.
Well, you're doing something.
I'm doing something, yeah. Though, I think I've done enough work to think that I shouldn't really delude myself more than I have to.
Well, delude yourself about what?
Well,
Everybody lies. She pauses for a second and then remembers to use your alias, Odin. Everybody lies.
yeah, but I think I have enough lies to make a web, and like most spiders, they do something with it.
Oh, I'm going with that analogy.
I can't tell if this is flirting or threatening.
So, I know it's been a few years, but do you think there's still a hole in her? Or
I mean, that's a
I,
question that I, just said it. Knowledge is power. That's a question I can't answer without information. But I happen to know a private investigator with a small agency who will probably be free shortly.
good to know.
Especially because I'm not gonna hold that against you personally, but I think your little hacker friend may have just ditched some of the stuff that I'm looking for.
Oh,
You want to
god
run?
damn it.
Oh,
It's okay. I kind of gave us an open-ended goal.
well, once
Skip
I
some info, skim some pay data. Whatever the business. Don't worry about it. Like I said,
of
I owe you for that thing at that time.
course, it's not like someone's gonna go, I guess, fly a chopper around the desert for no reason anyway. So you're free to take a ride if you want to.
Uh, well, that would probably make things easier about the pickup. Do you have to? Sorry, does this hypothetical person have to return the chopper after?
Uh, I mean, if you put the bill, there's no pair. There's no. I mean, if you break it, you buy it.
I'm gonna try and speed up the tank process.
Or I guess just get money out of them. But that's a different thing.
I'm so lost.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll sort it out. Like I said,
Probably hit my arm
reaches
with
into a
it.
lapel pocket, pulls out a little business card. When we're both back Bayside, give me a ring.
No problem.
We can crunch stuff.
Though I guess.
Named the tank. Sorry.
And it's actually true. This thing does have an autonomous mode. You could boot that up if you need it.
They'll
Anything
figure I
else
said
to discuss with
hi.
social call?
I maybe owe him a drink, I guess, by the end of this.
A lot of drinks are owed.
How we play it. How
I
about.
don't owe anyone nothing.
Well, I know a guy who can probably fund all of us at least a weekend full of blackjack and I guess some slots.
Cool. Party in Vegas. Well,
Yeah.
work-life balance is important.
Yeah.
There's probably a significant pause and then a side glance at you.
I'll see you in Vegas. I gotta go remind a man about Sword of Damocles.
Always so dramatic. Yep.
I think I'm just gonna go bring up to let's see. Can I even leverage Metatron enough? Probably not.
Ask me a question.
Oh,
He's thinking about his leveraging his resources.
I'm not a guy. We do have links. You realize this, correct?
Actually, I don't
I have
know
one.
what.
I have one with you.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know what Odin's link
I have
score is.
2 links with Odin.
Oh.
Mine. I used to have more Claymore, but that rolled over. So I have like 2 of SPRAWL, like 1 with Wolf.
I have 1 with Wolf, I think.
But I guess after this whole thing, Odin's gonna go. I guess find Metatron and be like, hey, to blow some things over, we're probably gonna have a party, and we're gonna have you. Could you foot the bill for, I guess, like a small party in small private party room in Vegas, Hangar 22.
Sure, I can do that. Hold
Yeah,
on,
it's
I need
20,
to
but
make a
yes.
phone call, but yeah, I can do that. I'll use my personal funds for that. It's normal for people to go to Vegas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And if that was an in-character question, one of the blades who's guarding the package now is like, yes.
No, that would not be an in-character question.
Yes,
Metatron
no.
would know.
Vegas is one of Pacifica's major mega cities, so yes, it is like, you know, a popular tourist destination. All right, so I think we can probably go basically denouement mode.
Yeah.
So Odin, as you guys roll into the station, you have to roll to get paid.
Yeah.
Which is plus the legwork segments you
It's
have
2.
left, which is 2. Yes.
I had okay chance. That's...
You guys are a little loosey goosey. Like there is not just like private security, like cross nexus guys waiting for you at the station. There's a couple of tac squads from the Pacific and Guard, because Vegas is also technically a border city. Waiting for you. And there are going to be some interviews and some questions.
I mean, I think we could be almost completely honest. Like,
yeah.
other than we didn't know that the tank. Well, like, I'm gonna leave out that we knew the tank was coming, but like, crazy Canadian terrorists are crazy, and I was not gonna let the tank kill everyone on board.
Yeah. So yeah, it's there's some pauses and some interviews and everything.
I'm gonna mark experience just so I have it for the end.
Yeah.
So I guess we get to depart and it arrives in Vegas, so I'm at 6.
Also, yes, yeah, you've if you're, let me double check the direct.
I'll end this game with having 3 XP lingering over, which is funny to me.
Yes, you started technically the train departed, so you guys should have marked XP at the start of this. You've arrived in Vegas, and after all that, there's a no, it would be actually, yeah. There's a stretch Hummer type vehicle, like a stretch SUV waiting for you in the pickup for you to drop off the package.
I rolled a 6 and a 2, so it's 10.
I'll drop that package off there, and then I'll just kind of like, I guess, be sitting around with Claymore's cocaine.
So it's not a setup or an ambush. We're paid in full. And I guess all of the other heat from everything else keeps us a bit unnoticed.
Yeah, don't attract attention.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I do identifiable because I don't think we need.
No,
to
you already know
who
the guy is. Yeah,
all right, then I guess everyone gets experience. I guess have fun.
All right, yeah, everyone mark more experience, and that means you mark 2 also because it's in the VIP's hands. Basically,
I'm at 10 now.
Metatron and Odin. Sorry, I keep forgetting your name today. I don't know why. though it is midnight. We've been going for a while.
All right, fine.
You you deposit that in the section in shadow. You both clearly know it's Edwin Althouse, but he's kind of like sitting there, shades, even though it's all dark in his stretch SUV, Azine, smoking a cigar, and he's like, "All right, you boys got here on time. I guess there was a little bit of trouble, but the package is secure. It's good.
Untouched.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Kind of notes there's only two of you, taking the lead and says, I guess we're down a couple of boys.
We're gonna
Well,
go grab them.
Fine.
Passes you a big briefcase full of cred. Just paid in full. So everybody get your payout times 3 because it paid well at the start.
Everyone gets 9.
Yeah.
So I get 6.
I'll be holding on to Ghost and wait, are you picking them up? Odin,
I didn't know what you asked.
are you picking them up?
Yes.
Okay, then
Or
I'll hand you Claymore and uh
Wolf.
Wolf shares.
if anything,
take
I'm
mine
going to at least
humble
say hi to
self.
them, give them their money, and if they want to come, they can come. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to the rest of the wreck.
Yeah. And I know because you're fishing for the 2 cred. You can probably make that in scavenging the train wreck.
Yeah.
I was thinking about whether Sophia would just like give you some startup cash, but I think as you said you were going to go back, that works out better. Because you're trying to hit your retirement.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, yeah, you guys have done a good enough job that Odin, you can basically co-opt one of the cross nexus asset recovery choppers.
I mean, I was just using my hold for it, so yeah.
Yeah, I know you especially get hold and shit. You can basically just borrow one of the choppers they're going to send out anyway, and instead of going straight to the wreck, you can find as we see the sun set across the desert, you could just see this spider tank just balling out, bob, 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 just blasting.
I just imagine
whatever the
end
appropriate
credits
desert
to
music is.
now and then here and there.
It's probably a good one. Just bobbing along, and so yes, you guys can get your pay, and if you want, you guys can get the tank hooked up to the cargo winch and get airlifted back to Vegas, so you guys don't have to sit in a no longer air conditioned tank because Claymore removed the hatch. Also, honestly, it probably wasn't that aircon before. It was just probably sealed against NBCR protection. So yeah, if you guys want to lift, Odin can provide.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy myself in Vegas for a bit.
Yep.
Now I'm kind of reliving the good old days. It ain't the first time I've had to run around the desert in the shitty tank.
Nothing bad could possibly happen to me while I'm in Vegas.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, if you wanna, besides, I gotta head back to Vegas anyway. I was on my way to Vegas anyway. I gotta go slap a dude.
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right.
All right.
You guys ball out. Like I said, we're in denouement, and we've been going for a while, so I want to make sure to hit all the points. Claymore, you can find Kennedy and take his teeth.
I take his teeth.
Yeah. Beat his ass. You do deliver the cocaine. You manage to do this despite the fact that the cops are waiting for you on the train because the Blades are loyal and disciplined, and also the Pacifican Guard is way more interested in these fucking terrorists than a pallet and a half of cocaine. So yeah, you can do all that business and store that stuff there. There is also a brief after party where you guys can, as Odin said, he would, for partially ruining their job a little, help out the other crew. They don't really have a crew name, but there's, the team I've mentioned. There's, Sophia, who's a private investigator. There's Tigre, who is, an enforcer, the muscle. Nobody got into a fight with him, so he couldn't reach into his pockets and pull out his knuckle knives. It's very sad. Candide is a courier. She's got like 5 bajillion gadgets in her, puff jacket. And the member who was never on screen is Pi, the computer tech. He's named after the Raspberry Pi computer, but he is also British Indian. So he'd probably talk a bit like Basha from Ocean's 11. Absolute fucking nonsense.
Best character in that movie.
Can I get a fucking gin and tonic?
Get somebody fucking competent.
And yeah, so I definitely know how I will execute Claymore's epilogue. I think Metatron, you also said you had some ideas.
I
for
do have a little thing
exit.
for my epilogue.
Yeah.
And I think it will go down in Vegas because that does make sense.
All right. So what happens with you?
So basically, after the after party, riding high on life and creds, Metatron will head back to his hotel room, obviously in a 5-star hotel.
Of course.
He'll go into his hotel room. He'll start taking off his uniform, getting ready, and a shot will just cinematically pan while he's washing his face in the sink, and there's someone behind him in the bathroom.
Done.
And they
Scare cord.
slowly point a revolver at his back, and the bullet fires while the screen goes dark. And tomorrow the headlines will read CEO son paralyzed.
So Claymore, you've been going about your business. You sold your cocaine. You beat up that guy. You're having a great time. You were hitting the town even. You getting your and so but it's time to roll back to your hotel for the night or start your trip back to the bay so you can start your trip back to probably SeaTac, wherever the fuck you're going. You get in the auto cab, but it doesn't start right away. Instead, you get a little bing bong message on your phone. Somebody's left a message for you, an audio message.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you gonna check out this message?
Yep.
All right, the message comes in loud and clear. Hello, boss. It's your old pal, Dirk. Just wanted to let you know, I still hate you, and I hope I see you in hell. Okay, thanks. Die. Beep. And then the beep of the phone clicking off starts to beep rapidly. Beep, 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 beep.
Son of a...
And then there is a explosion.
Oh, and there's now a list of people you need to kill.
No, Dirk's always been on it. There's one piece of backstory I have, and there's a guy who betrayed me. I've already have vengeance and nemesis on my Jinsakai character.
Yeah, no. We know what's up with Dirk, yeah. And I believe Dirk is the name we've established as like the one blade who betrayed you because Dirk sounds like Dick.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the SPRAWL. Odin is gonna retire from some of his business.
My sheriff days are probably over, but we'll see how that goes.
And Metatron got plugged. Wolf is perfectly fine. He was only here for like half the season, so he didn't have any of the fucked up shit happen. Squirrel fucking goes about his business, locked in his eternal rivalry with that one guy.
Angry Adam.
That's the session. No, he's Rook. His car's the Angry Adam.
Oh, that's right.
And that is the SPRAWL, the train job.
I just see the silly thing of like, if this is like a series, the production thing of like, this actor got thing, so the other guy came in to like fill in the role, and then it just kind of, they didn't have a full script for it.
Stop recording. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, we're stopping the recording. Please like, comment, subscribe. We can talk about that after.